Gonna be okay.
All right, we're live.
We started.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Nerdbender. We do realize it has been a long time since you guys have seen us. We apologize for that.
Well,
we had,
live.
well, yes, but we have been busy with life and our own YouTube channels. But we're back, and we're happy to be talking about the web crawler today. The spectacular, the ultimate Spider-Man.
I thought you hated that one.
Yes, I did. Anyway, so I am, of course, Richard Core Kenobi, and to my left and right are my colleagues and co-hosts. Whichever one wants to introduce themselves.
I'm Jeff Hardy. I'm a high-flying superstar wrestler.
I
almost broke my neck 37 times in a row.
What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd come on down, Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's good.
And we have...
I'm your only mate, and I got off work recently, so I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, we're all tired. That's the theme of today. We're all tired, but we still have enough energy to do this, so that's nice. Oh. And if you have noticed, Dual Dreamer is not here because he unfortunately...
That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, 2 in a row. 2 in a row. We're keeping
the last one was the pre-recorded one with
Power Rangers. No, and then the one before that was Power Rangers. So this.
It's 2 in a row. No, that's making it 3.
Okay, yeah. So he had a wrestling show to do. So he had other commitments to do, and as you all know, this was originally supposed to be DC. We were going to talk about DC. And we were going to have a very special guest, Sean Piccinino from Bat in the Sun and his own YouTube channel, Truly Indie Studios. He does a lot of great work, but unfortunately, he was directing and making a Warner Brothers picture. So because of that, his schedule couldn't intertwine with ours, but it's not his fault, so don't feel too bad. He will be on the podcast, so don't worry. But that originally killed our joke because we were originally supposed to be sponsored by Warner Brothers. And we were going to say, go see Wonder Woman.
I've seen it.
Yes. So I have not seen it yet. But we decided, let's talk about Spider-Man because we've been planning this. So, yeah, we're pretty much going to talk about everything Spider-Man. And, of course, we're going to get to Spider-Man Homecoming coming out next month. Yes, we're all looking forward to that.
I plan to see it as soon as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
And I think it comes out for the UK before the US.
July 5th it comes out for y'all, and July 7th. So, yeah, your only mate is a lucky son of a bitch.
Just like with every Marvel movie.
Exactly. Marvel panders to the UK. They love the UK. They just don't love us.
And they will not spoil Wonder Woman.
That's fine. Anyway, so...
Aside from saying... things happen.
Okay, well, let's talk about the web crawler because I'm pretty sure we need to because Wonder Woman, get her out of here. Let's talk about Spider-Man.
Get out of here, Wonder Woman. Go.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't die to Rogue again.
Make me a.
I believe
I'm
we
sorry,
talked about. No, it's fine.
Got the opportunity to make a reference.
It's all right. I believe we talked about the first time we saw Spider-Man back last year when we did the Marvel podcast. So. Kind of no point of bringing that back, but I do want to ask... Yeah,
just like we did with Dragon Ball Z after we did the anime podcast.
Pretty much, yeah, but I do want to ask, so when were... I can't even talk. What was the first time, when did we first see the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Like, where were you guys when you first saw it, and how much did it leave an impact? Because I think that's what we need to talk about.
I remember seeing the Missy Elliott music video about the movie, like.
Oh God, I hate it.
Before it came out, you hated that. Well, they did overplay the shit out of it.
They did,
but
and it was even in the movie.
I was probably at home. I don't remember. Was I still in high school? I think I was still in high school. I'm sure. When did that movie come out?
2002.
Yes, I was still in high school. I was a sophomore. So, yeah. I remember being super hyped because the animated show I watched even younger as a kid.
Yes.
Yang made a music video about, or a trailer about, which was awesome. Thank you, Yang, if you're in here. And
yeah,
I always was like a Spider-Man fan since then. I watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and all that. And
yes, that was a great show. I love.
So in the movie, and it was the Green Goblin, and I was like, man, I wish it was Venom. It should have been Venom. I remember saying that, and
yeah,
and then like 20 years later, they got to Venom.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do like the new villain that's coming out, and it's Michael Keaton.
Yes, it's fucking
one of the original Batmans. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
He's playing the Vulture, and I can't help but think he's Batman. Like it's just Spider-Man versus Batman going on.
Yeah, that's literally what. Well, speaking of Batman, something I forgot to do. Yeah, thank you.
Probably be a segue.
Yeah, but thank you for bringing up Batman. Before we move on with our other stories, we want to bring up Adam West, the original '60s Batman, has unfortunately passed away at the age of 88. He lived a great life. Some of you may even remember him best as Mayor West on Family Guy. So he passed away. It's very sad. We're all very devastated by this because in some way or another, Adam West impacted us on his take on Batman. We all remember the campy and cheesiness, but we at Nervebender just want to give our condolences and say, rest in peace, Adam West. We're going to miss you, and thank you for giving us your best, in my opinion, still to this day, one of the best Batman interpretations, next to Keaton and Bale. So thank you, and God bless you. God rest you. Okay. Man. All right. So, Mark, I'm sorry, your only mate. God
For
damn it.
fuck's sake, Richard.
I'm sorry. Oh, God. Your only mate. Pretend I didn't say that. Your only mate. Where were you when you first saw the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Like, what age did you see?
Well, I was 7 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly when I first saw it. Was it either in the cinema or on DVD? I just can't remember. But Spider-Man was like one of the first superheroes I ever really got into, and he just made a huge impact on me. And I honestly wanted to be able to shoot webs from my wrist and just swing around because I thought that looked awesome and just ridiculously fun.
I think we all did.
Flipped cars and stuff.
Yeah. Climb on walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big redheads.
And blondes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That catch.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I guess that leaves me because I know this is I saw the movie on DVD. I still have my DVD copy of Spider-Man.
I do too. I just don't have it on me now.
Yeah. I saw the movie on DVD. I didn't get it. I wasn't a theater person as a kid. I didn't go to the movies until my first movie theater experience was 2008. So I saw it on DVD. I loved it. I even saw the trailer, the original teaser trailer, that they had to take down because of the Twin Towers and that. And I remember seeing the original poster, the one where you see Spider-Man and you actually see in his eyes reflect that you can even see the Twin Towers in his eyes. And I thought, still to this day, that is one of the best goddamn teaser posters Marvel has ever done. Now Marvel is just getting sloppy with their posters, but that's a rant for another day. But I remember seeing it, and I was just like, oh my God, this is my Spider-Man come to the big screen. Because I was a fan of Spider-Man with the 90s shows, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the 60s Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Seeing him in live action was the greatest experience I think I could have ever had as a kid. And Tobey Maguire, still to this day, is our Peter Parker. He is one of the best Peter Parkers of all time. And I still love the Green Goblin, even though Willem Dafoe kind of overplayed it, but he was still an amazing villain. Like, yeah, the first movie has its flaws, but I still love it. It's just amazing. And it was because of that we got sick of superhero origins like decades later, because still to this day, the movie is one of the best origin stories and broke box office records. So Yeah, that's where I was when I saw it. And of course, how can we not talk about the first one without talking about the amazing, much better Spider-Man 2? So do you guys have any thoughts on Spider-Man 2?
Doc Ock is the best live action villain taken from a comic book and an animated show ever. Like, they could not have found anyone better to play the role, and they couldn't have gotten any better special effects and scenes or anything. I mean, it was the Terminator 2 of like Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
great.
The Empire Strikes Back of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I love Doc Ock. What, Alfred Molina? I think that's his name.
I remember hearing rumors that they were trying to get him back to reprise his role as Doc Ock for other movies as well. Like,
I thought he was at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean in like sequels of the Sam Raimi movies. I mean, like Amazing Spider-Man, like Sinister Six, and
that would have been awesome. I think he would have done it, but you know,
I will love to see Marvel bring him back for their Spider-Man movies.
I would just love to see him in a cameo in the new Spider-Man movies. Like, that would be a perfect alignment to have all of the Spider-Man villains as cameos in the new ones. But unfortunately, DC kind of ruined that chance because they got Willem Dafoe in a DC movie, so we can't have that. But hey, whatever. Yeah, like I said, I love Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. He's one of the best villains. Like, he is, well, he's not even a villain, because I think that's what we loved. He was a sympathetic antagonist, and by the end, you just love seeing his redemption. Honestly, to me, I don't know if this was just me, but I think he was the best part of the movie. Like, I really wish he would have came back in the third one to help out Peter, but like Spectral Star said, he's at the bottom of the ocean. So
sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah, like, oh my, I could watch. And by the way, the train
Water tragedy.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you guys remember the Amazing Spider-Man versus Doc Ock train sequence. The first ever.
I love that.
Oh god,
yeah.
Like that. I never would have believed that was CG and practical together. It looked so amazing. I don't have the Spider-Man movies on Blu-ray, but when I do get them, I'm gonna watch Spider-Man 2 just to see how the effects hold up. Because
did you guys ever play the Spider-Man 2 video game?
Yes. Oh my goodness. The Spider-Man.
Was it like narrated by Adam West, or not Adam West, but sorry,
Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell. Yeah.
Bruce Campbell. Okay. There wasn't like no cameos by the comic book writer guy that shows up in every movie. I forget his name right now.
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
Yes, Stan Lee.
Was that on PlayStation 1?
PS2, I remember.
Yeah, like it was on PS2.
I'm thinking
Xbox.
about the older ones.
No,
and they had
okay.
like Venom Carnage or something.
Yeah. Black Cat was always in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. See, that's the thing. We've never gotten Black Cat in the live-action movies, but we still get her in the video games. Well, we are going to
happen, Marvel.
Sony's unfortunately doing it, and it's not going to be connected.
Crap.
Yeah, Black Cat will be in a movie, but it's not connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it has nothing.
Not going to watch that because
Sony is not going to let go of those rights, are they?
No, they're not. So Sony, and they're making a Venom movie that's coming out next year, and it's going to be rated R. And so, yeah,
that's sci-fi horror.
So hope it leads into anti-Venom.
Yeah, no, it's Eddie Brock, but like I said, I think it's best we talk about that when we get to it, because trust me, we all can rip Sony's asshole apart for what they just refuse to do what we all want them to do because they're idiots. So yeah, but Spider-Man 2, back on that, both the game and the movie were just masterpieces of their time, and but it's just I can't believe it. Like, I just can't believe how amazing, no pun intended, the second sequel was. And to be honest, yeah, if I had to choose which one was better between the two of them, I would say Spider-Man 2 is still best. Yes, like even though I have nostalgia for the first one, I have to go for the sequel because it's like Spectral Star said, it's the Terminator 2, it's the Empire Strikes Back, it's the Godfather 2 of superhero movies. It's before The Dark Knight came along. This was the best superhero sequel, and it still is. And it's crazy how if that movie was released today, it would probably make over $1 billion. I could totally see it.
Well said. Well said.
Yes. Yeah. So overall, everything's amazing. But then there was oh god.
And then they fucked everything up.
Oh god, why did they make Spider-Man 3? It sucked. It just,
Rushed.
yes, completely. Like behind the scenes. Okay, so here's a little bit of backstory because I know we all want to rip this film apart, and oh, trust me, we're gonna rip this film apart, but not for a long sequence. But pretty much, Sam Raimi said he didn't want to do Venom. He wanted to wait for the right time to do him. But Sony had to butt in at the last minute because they saw that the first two films,
Sony.
because the first two films, they gave Sam Raimi whatever, they gave him freedom to do whatever he wanted. He had creative freedom. He could do whatever he wants. But then when the third one came out after the success of the first two movies, and after the first two movies are now box office juggernaut masterpieces in history, they decided, okay, no, now that we have a successful franchise, you're going to do what we say. So we want Venom. You got to put Venom in the third one or else we're canceling it.
This was just brought up in the chat. Let's agree Sandman was done with justice.
Oh, Sandman. Sandman was the only good part about it.
Yes, I would say. Like,
and he was the only villain in those movies that didn't die.
Done perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Never cared about Sandman till then.
Yeah, I liked Sandman, but I didn't like what they were trying to do. Like, that scene where he first turns into the Sandman and there's no dialogue, it's just the music, that is one of the best scenes in the movie. I literally can watch that scene over and over again. It's so amazing. The actor also does a pretty good job as Sandman. He
did better than everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He was the highlight of the film. Like,
oh yeah.
But they're trying to turn him into Doc Ock. They're trying to
bring in that guy to play Sandman in the movies.
They tried to make us fall in love with Sandman and feel bad for him, even though I think they should have had his sympathy be done naturally instead of just forcing it on us. But I digress. But yeah, so Sam Raimi was forced to do Venom. He didn't want to, but he had to. And it's a shame that Sony had to shove all this shit down his throat because
who did Sam want to use as the villain?
I think he wanted to just use Harry and Sandman. And then in the sequel, it would basically, his original script would be where, okay, it's a two-parter. At the end of the first part, Eddie Brock would get the symbiote. And then in the second movie, in the second part, I should say, he would be the antagonist. That
would have been so much better, honestly.
Yeah,
because it felt rushed. Venom felt super rushed the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. And oh god, the actor who played him.
And I actually heard these rumors that the Vulture was meant to be in the next one, and that's why he's in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yes, for the longest time they wanted to have Sam Raimi wanted to do the Vulture, and I'm glad Marvel listened to that backlash and said, okay, you know what? We don't want to do any traditional Spider-Man villains that you've already seen, so we're going to do the Vulture. So, and this is a little off topic, but I think, in my personal opinion and in everybody's, the Vulture is going to be the best Marvel Cinematic Universe villain we've ever had. He's going to beat Loki. He's going to beat
quite
Ultron.
the claim, Richard.
I don't care. It's Michael Keaton, and we all, from the trailers alone, I can tell that Michael Keaton is.
He's going to kill it. He's going to crush it.
Exactly. Unless
it's going to be amazing. Period.
Yes, I hope so, because I don't want to see the Vulture die. I'm just going to say that right now. I want to see the Vulture come back in sequels because Michael Keaton
become part of the Sinister Six.
No, because Sony's
end up doing that.
No, Sony's going to still do the Sinister Six.
Sony, you're drunk.
Well, at least
go home. Let Marvel handle it.
Marvel has said that they're not going to use any of the villains that they've already done in the movie, so we won't see Green Goblin. We're not going to see Sandman. We're not going to see Doc Ock. We're not going to see Venom. But Sony is going to pretty much have most of control over the villains. So, yeah. So if Marvel can pretty much beat them to the punch, that would be nice because I'm getting sick and tired of Sony doing this. But once again, we'll get on to that.
Me
But
too.
I'm still waiting on Carnage.
I
personally.
know Carnage was also supposed to be in the Sam Raimi movies.
I think there were like little Easter eggs to him in the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were. They were
along with Eddie Brock. I think there was an
Yeah.
article that Eddie Brock did on, I forget his name, Cassidy, the guy who becomes Carnage.
Yeah, Cletus. No, it's Cletus Cassidy.
Cletus Cassidy.
But you
I
got-
really got that right. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Cletus.
also too, they did drop an Easter egg to Venom all the way back in Spider-Man 1, the Sam Raimi movie, because J. Jonah Jameson is asking, "Where's Eddie Brock?" And he's basically saying, "Oh, he's out somewhere." So yeah, so they did.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's nice. But also, too, the one thing I hate about Spider-Man 3 is, one, how they misuse the symbiote. His torment when he has it on, he's just an emo. I don't know how to say it. He's just a fucking emo who's like, I want to do this, or I'm getting tired of how you do this. Like, seriously? Like, and he even kills Sandman. And they bring Sandman is the one who actually killed your uncle. So yeah, that guy you took down in the first movie had no relevance. That was completely irrelevant, and I hated how they retconned it. That was the most god awful retcon in movies I've ever seen, and I've seen Terminator films do this. So yeah. Also too,
Super retcon.
yeah, and also, how could I forget the Green Goblin? I'm sorry, the new Goblin. He was one of the best parts. I liked that fight scene with him and Peter when Peter was riding on his scooter, which, by the way, he's a photographer. He makes a crap load of money, and he still has to ride around on a scooter.
I don't think he makes a crap load of money.
Well, no, but it's just like, you're telling me you can't save up for, either a car or a bike? Like, seriously, like, if I would see, but hey, that's part of Peter Parker's character, so I can't fault them for that.
To be fair, he can like fly across the city with webbing.
Exactly. It's like,
So maybe he just doesn't think he needs a car or something.
Yeah, and he's got organic web shooters, because that's something else I loved about the Sam Raimi. He doesn't actually have web shooters that he builds, it's inside of him, and that was actually
It's a
something.
mutation.
Yeah,
That's the only grief I had with the movie back then, was that his web shooters weren't mechanical. And he didn't
yeah,
make them.
well, that was originally they actually took that idea from James Cameron, because James Cameron was supposed to write and direct Spider-Man, so they basically borrowed that from his script. So that's how we
borrowed what, like the web shooters, or borrowed?
The web shooters, because James Cameron wanted Spider-Man to have organic web shooters in his script.
Well, there was web shooters in the original '90s show.
Yeah, there was, but
like
the movie was the first time we got to see organic web shooters, and that was the idea they took from James Cameron.
Oh, okay, organic web shooters.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that.
No, I mean, it grew on me. I mean, I was like Spectrostar. I was just like, I don't know if I like organic web shooters, because it shows how smart he is. The fact that he can build this material that only he can build, and you basically see how great it is. It kind of.
I mean, they did do that for Civil War.
Yeah, which, by the way, we'll talk about him. We're getting to him.
Yeah.
But last thing I want to say about Spider-Man 3, the fighting was good. Like, the fight scenes are amazing. There's the CG has improved. You get to see Spider-Man in daylight a lot more than the second one, and that's pretty much it. Like, the ending is also good. The ending is good, but Harry dying, Venom dying, all that's bullshit, and
Sandman just floats away on the wind.
Exactly. Like, and also too, everybody just didn't look like they wanted to be in this movie, because of how Sony was basically making it a hellhole for them. So, and the dance scene with emo Peter Parker,
loved it.
I hated it. I laugh at it now.
Every time I watch it, I'm just like, why?
This is my cue. Yeah.
Why didn't you guys laugh? Didn't you laugh?
I did laugh. I laughed. I laughed out loud as a kid, but I just grew to hate it so much.
I didn't even like it that much when I was a kid. It was just
And
Ugh.
I loved how full of himself he was.
yeah, exactly.
It
Like
was so it was so funny.
the girls react when the girls walk past him and they see him, like their reaction when they're turning to him.
That was funny.
Yes,
The
that
whole
is.
deal that it was supposed to be cringe made it uncringy for me. Like, it
Yeah,
didn't make it cringy. They tried
And
so hard.
I honestly, I thought the scene where he dances to kind of upstage Mary Jane, I thought that was even cringier because it's just like, wow, you're trying to upstage your girlfriend who broke your heart and broke up with you for no unreal reason except she forgot you're Spider-Man and you can totally take down Harry. Okay. Because Mary Jane, oh, right. Mary Jane, I hate Mary Jane. Mary Jane in the first 3 movies, no, I just don't like her. She's a Kristen Dunst was terrible as Mary Jane. I'm sorry. I don't know how to break that easily. Like, I liked her in small doses, but I'm just like, seriously? Like, her chemistry with Tobey Maguire, especially that first scene when she talks about how tall he is, it's just like, wow, okay. I've heard better love dialogue, but whatever. And then Spider-Man 4 was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen.
The Andrew Garfield girlfriend was way better.
Yeah,
I'll agree with that.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, she was so much better.
More complexity in the character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Mary Jane was just a tool to be saved the entire time.
Exactly.
Mary Jane is in some kind of danger cliche.
Exactly. Yep. It's just like Mary Jane. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Kirsten Dunst. I loved her. She's a great actress, but that's the problem. Like, when she's next to Tobey Maguire, you almost just wish that they would just get any other girl off the streets and put her, dye her hair red and put her next to Tobey Maguire because her acting is so bad. It's just like, I'm supposed to believe that you have feelings for this guy, and she breaks up with him so many damn times. And she kisses everyone in the 3 movies. She's literally made out with everybody. And
it seems like in the 2000s, every female lead character was kissing everybody from like Twilight to everything, you know?
Exactly. So
everybody's a big old hoe bag.
I know. I still to this day prefer the comics and animated series Mary Jane because the animated series and comic book Mary Jane is so much better than the Mary Jane we got in the movie. So Marvel, I know you're not doing Mary Jane now, but if you ever do Mary Jane, please get her right. Do something.
Make sure to puff pass.
Exactly. But then after the huge bomb, or no, because it still made more money. Spider-Man 3 made more money than the first 2 movies, and here's a shocker. Spider-Man 3 actually made more money than Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad combined.
Mm.
So, yeah, it's still to this day the highest grossing Spider-Man movie. Just want everybody to know that. So pray that Spider-Man Homecoming breaks that record. But then after that, we were supposed to get Spider-Man 4 but Tobey Maguire said he couldn't do it because his back had been broken from doing those stunts and web slinging. So they were going to so then they were going to replace him with Jake Gyllenhaal, who at the time Jake Gyllenhaal looked exactly like Tobey. So people would have just like, what's the difference? So but Sam Raimi said he quit and canceled the production because he just he couldn't find a script that was good, and Sony was constantly breathing down his neck. So
Sammy wanted out, man.
Exactly. I'm happy that we didn't get Spider-Man 4 because I just felt enough is enough. And then we got The Amazing Spider-Man in 2012. Where to start on that one?
Yeah, but the first one was all right, and I enjoyed the second one, but
I've been waiting on Killer Croc,
Yeah. Oh, you mean the lizard?
Oh, yeah, the lizard, my bad. Killer Croc.
That's I want to see.
Same guy, I mean, honestly.
Oh, okay. There's your next battle right there.
A friend of mine at work wants to see that.
Oh, cool. But yeah, so the Amazing Spider-Man movie, Andrew Garfield, arguably the best Spider-Man. He was Spider-Man to me.
I've always said Andrew Garfield was a better Spider-Man, but Tobey Maguire was a better Peter Parker.
Yes, that is.
But that's always how I saw it.
Yeah, because, I mean, but also, too, there is one thing I didn't like about Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man in the first one. So when you see a kid that looks like Andrew Garfield, does that kid immediately seem like you would pick on him and he'd be nerdy and he wouldn't be able to?
That's something that my brother always said. He said that Andrew Garfield was that kind of guy that you'd think would play, I don't know, the
I wouldn't pick
cool,
on Toby.
popular guy in high school.
I mean, because Tobey Maguire.
Well, we don't call it high school in the UK, FYI, but whatever.
Yeah, because Tobey Maguire is a better nerd, Peter Parker, because he looks like somebody who wouldn't be, have many friends. So he fits that role perfectly, and he plays that role so well. But with Andrew, I'm supposed to believe that this kid is not the popular kid right now, because seriously, I saw kids like that in high school. They were immediately shoved into popularity. They weren't picked on. So it's just like, dude, a kid who can skateboard, a kid who dresses like a hipster, who has fingerless jacket sleeves. I would want to hang out with that guy.
Unless he turns out to be an asshole.
Yeah. But that aside, Andrew did an amazing job as Spider-Man. Like, there's just no doubt about it. He was the best Spider-Man portrayal we had. And I liked his costume. And I liked on how Spectrostar will love this. We actually had web shooters that he built. So goodbye, organic web shooters. Although the web shooters were kind of a little iffy to me because he makes them out of Oscorp cables that are strong enough instead of just webbing that he creates himself. Because, I don't know, I just didn't like it. I liked on how we had web shooters finally, but they weren't the web shooters that we wanted. So, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
Well, it creates drama. Like say he's swinging and trying to escape venom or something, and then all of a sudden, click, 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 click. Oh no, I'm out of web fluid, and then he hits a truck, he lands, and it's drama.
Yeah, I agree.
It's really good drama. They used to do it all the time in the '90s cartoon, and it was great.
Yeah,
it always made me like, oh no, he's out of web, because I was a kid. But
exactly, that's what. There was no drama because see, now they even show it. Like his new web shooters, they have unlimited cables, so he never runs out of web fluid or cable fluid. Because I'm just gonna call them cable web slinging because that's exactly what they are. So the fact that he never ran out of webbing. It just, I don't know. I didn't know how I felt about that. His costume, though, the costume looked pretty damn good. I even liked on how he said, spandex, leotards, spandex. Like,
I mean, I'm satisfied with the way the movies are going, but I'm not going to cry and yell at the directors or anybody, whoever wrote the script, why he doesn't have web fluid or anything or web cartridges.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
I can get used to it.
They could do so much with that.
Yeah.
From a dramatic standpoint.
Yeah, I got used to it as time went on. I just wish that...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, exactly. But there was one thing I didn't like about this Spider-Man that we just haven't gotten in the movies, is that this Spider-Man is a genius, but he seems to be a genius who doesn't know how to create organic chemicals to form actual webbing. He just had to use instructions to basically build
and nick it from a company.
Exactly. So see, that kind of takes it away from me because that's what makes Peter Parker.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as we'll get to later, that's what makes Peter Parker so great. I mean, the fact that you don't think this kid is the smartest kid in the class and he could create his own, he can use different chemicals to create his own webbing, and it's strong enough to swing him around and hold on to cars. That's genius. So I didn't like on how Mark Webb took that idea away, but hey, like I said, it was great. But the one thing that was amazing, again, no pun, I'm using amazing a lot. The one thing that was spectacular was Gwen Stacy. She was the best love interest I've ever seen.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
Emma Stone, I was just so satisfied. I brought that they were in love. Their chemistry was so good. I was just like,
they ended up dating IRL after that.
Exactly.
I don't know if they're still together, though.
Yeah, well, and fun fact, the reason Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield had so much chemistry as Gwen and Peter, they were actually a couple in real life.
I just said that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Well, yeah.
There's too many voices in his head at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Damn you, voices!
Oh my God.
But yes, thank you. You're only made for mentioning that. Well, they were a great couple. I'm sad they broke up.
Oh, okay. That answers my question.
Okay, yeah, they did break up, but you know, they still had great chemistry, and I love the Amazing Spider-Man.
That's not why they're not making a third movie, is it?
No, I'll get to that later because
No, they just cancelled Amazing Spider-Man, and apparently Andrew Garfield didn't show up to a bunch of meetings,
interviews.
So yeah, they had.
He didn't even promote the second film.
Maybe he was too busy eating lasagna. Sorry, I had to do
no, it's all right. But
I had to do the cringe joke. I had to.
No, it's okay. But yeah, overall, Amazing Spider-Man 1. And I kind of liked, I know a lot of people complained about this, but I liked it. I liked a sort of darker approach to Spider-Man. I like on how they tried to make it a serious movie. But I am going to not lie. This movie came out when the Avengers came out. So you obviously think that, maybe
there was actually going to be a reference to it in the Avengers.
Yes,
there were talks of having the Oscorp building and the New York skyline in the Avengers, but they didn't have the one from the Amazing Spider-Man film yet because it wasn't made at the time.
Yeah. And I think we should talk about the villain of Amazing Spider-Man 1 because Spectral Star referenced him, but the Lizard, Dr. Kirk Connors. We finally got to see the Lizard, and I thought he was okay.
Yeah, he was okay.
I mean, he wasn't Doc Ock. He wasn't the Green Goblin. He wasn't Sandman. He was just the actor was fine. I think the actor did a pretty good job of playing Dr. Connors, and I liked on how there was sort of a father-son bond between them.
I think they could have played him up, but since it was the first movie starting again in the series, that they wanted to play him down. So the next villain, which was awesome, by the way, would be much more impactful.
I have heard the exact opposite from various people.
We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it.
Didn't like Electro.
Yeah,
I enjoyed him.
Yeah,
I did too. People I know didn't.
We'll get to him. But yeah, like the Lizard, I thought he was okay. I definitely agree. Maybe they should have went far more out, but hey, it was good. And but also the one thing I didn't like, and this is also something people complained about. You never hear with great power comes great responsibility in the Amazing Spider-Man series. It's never brought up. Never. Like not even Uncle Ben says it. And as people know, that's a popular line that Uncle Ben tells Peter, and it's meaningful and it's and it's thought-provoking. It's a thought-provoking, deep, meaningful line, and it's ironic of the character himself because Spider-Man is kind of irresponsible sometimes. So but I was a little bummed out that they didn't use it. But in their defense, the Sam Raimi movies said it like all the goddamn time. Like literally, you could literally. I'm surprised. I hope people have made compilation videos of how many times was power and responsibility used in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Because seriously, but I liked it. I liked the movie overall. Like I said, I liked on how it was trying to be dark. It was trying to be original, and still to this day, I still love it. I do. I can't hate it. There are flaws, but it's still a great film. And honestly, it gave us all hope that, okay, Sony fucked up the first time. Maybe they've learned their lesson. Maybe they can give us a break. They can let the director do whatever he wants. And then, nope, none of that. Then we got
Sony.
We got the god-awful sequel, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I did enjoy it, but I do see the flaws.
I liked it, but it was it literally pissed me off. Okay, they were literally repeating the same things they did in Sam Raimi's films. Peter and Gwen break up, they get back together, they break up again, they get back together. He doesn't want to be with her because of what her ghost dad said, which Peter is now seeing dead people.
Bill Cosby?
I was about to make that reference.
No. Oh God, no! Not that ghost dad.
Darn you, ghost dad! Get out of my house.
Exactly. I mean, well, okay. Here's something else we should talk about. Here's one thing that undeniably is the best thing to come out of the Amazing Spider-Man 2: the costume, the suit.
Oh yeah, that was good.
It is the most perfect. It's the most perfect, accurate suit we've ever had. Like, I loved on how it was a combination of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suits and the Amazing Spider-Man suit, and you actually got the huge white eyes. And oh my god, I just loved that suit. I literally want that suit. It was amazing. It was, and apparently Gwen Stacy made that suit for him, which they don't mention in the movies. Which is kind of bullshit, but everything else, and also to what Spectral Star said, Electro. I thought when he became Electro, he was awesome, but before he became Electro, they do the same thing to him they did for the Sandman. We're supposed to feel bad for him because he's a nerd. He has no friends.
He was cartoonishly nerdy.
Exactly, and it's just
not real life nerdy cartoon.
Yeah,
there was a deleted scene that they had with his mother in his apartment. His own mother didn't remember his birthday.
Exactly.
Basically didn't give a shit about him.
And he has a huge crush on Spider-Man. He has an idolized fascination with Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is his role model. Okay, I hate when people do that shit with characters. You don't have to make them, you don't have to make the whole world hate them for some reason because they're a nerd and because they're friendless, because that doesn't make any sense. I mean, he works at Oscorp. How many people work at Oscorp? This is like a multi-trillion-dollar company that is involved with all the technology in their world, and he gets a job there, and he's still friendless, and his own mother doesn't remember his birthday? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I hate them. I hate that.
I still question himself, where it's, his own thought process when he was asked to fix that electrical grid. Okay, it's clearly not safe.
No.
Why do it?
Because if anything, I just would have said, no, I'm not doing this. That would have been a good time to just say, no, I quit.
Yeah.
Or just do.
Fuck this.
And just say no and see what they do.
Yeah, or just close the goddamn tank. Just close the electric eel tank.
Did you guys see the How It Should Have Ended video?
Yes, I saw the How It Should Have Ended.
Yeah, that would be fun for the weekend. Oh, here's a bright idea. Why don't you actually make sure it's shut in case someone falls in and electrocutes the crap out of themselves because you were too lazy to safely run this electric power plant? Fine. Close it. Oh, hey, there's a guy up there. Bong. Someone did almost fall in.
So even if he wouldn't have fallen in, he would have broken every bone in his back. I'm
surprised they didn't give him a fork to stick in it. Just...
Exactly. I mean, Electro, when he turned into Electro, he was pretty nice. I liked him. I did kind of feel
and
bad.
Gaining that power made the gap in his teeth close for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. And this is but I do like on how they didn't give him a silly costume, because the original Electro was nothing like this Electro. The original Electro wore a goofy, dumb-ass costume that it's cheesy for the time. It's great for if you're a comic book fan, but yeah, could you imagine if that costume was used in a movie? It would not work.
I can just see the dentist commercial now. Got a gap in your teeth? Jump on into a pot of eels and it'll magically go back together. Electricity. It's your best friend.
I know. Well, that line he had was pretty damn kick-ass. Don't you know I'm Electro? That was pretty badass. I kind of like that line. But then we have, and once again, as if them ripping off Spider-Man 3 wasn't enough, they're using 3 villains in this movie. Electro, the Rhino, which the Rhino isn't even a villain. He's just a nuisance.
He's just there.
Exactly. And then we have the Green Goblin, which...
Just there.
Why did they have to do this? I know this is supposed to be the new comic Green Goblin, but the fact that the Green Goblin Harry became the Green Goblin this soon, and
I didn't think that was too necessary.
No, and he's dying from the same disease. It's just he's 19 years old, and
you just discovered that you had it, and your dad's what? How old?
Well, apparently he's old enough, and then there was an end credit scene where they were actually able to save his brain, so
I was about to bring that up. That guy in the trench coat, I keep forgetting his name, was meant to walk to a chamber that just had Norman Osborn's head with his eyes closed, and he was it's time, my friend, and then his eyes open.
Well, you want to know who that guy in the trench coat was? Nobody. That's who it was. Nobody knew who this guy was. Not the writers, not the
It was Dick
actors.
Tracy.
It was probably. Or it was just random guy in a coat.
Plot twist. It was Deadpool.
Oh,
Sherlock
God.
Holmes.
Because fuck it.
Exactly. We could go all day. Yeah, but the overcramped villains were such an unnecessary thing. It's just like, did you learn nothing from the last movie? Why would you bring 3 villains? Like, the first movie only had 1. Why do you already need to resort to 3? Did we really need it? I mean, see, this is what happens. This is a common thing you're going to notice. We'll bring this up, trust me. But when Spider-Man movies make a shitload of money and the director is allowed creative freedom on the first movie, and when the sequels come along, that's when Sony says, "Okay, get out of the chair, bitch. This is mine."
I want this.
Exactly. It's just like, get out of the chair, bitch. We're taking over this. Do this. Do that. Do this. Do that.
T-shirt.
They don't care. They don't care. Like, and also too, the one other thing that pissed me off about this movie is Gwen Stacy's death. It was very sad. It was very sad. I did cry, and there was an actual Easter egg.
I had a friend once, and he told me that when he was seeing it in the cinema, him and someone he saw it with yelled, "Yes!" when she died.
Heartless bastard.
Because that's how she died in the comics, and they were glad that they stuck to that.
Yeah, but
everyone
They could have waited for another movie, right?
everyone in the screening
Yeah.
were just looking at them like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
well, you should have seen the game version, because in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game, Gwen Stacy isn't even in the game. She's not even mentioned. She doesn't even die in the game. So in the third game, she probably wouldn't have been in it. So yeah, which is kind of bullshit because she was in the first game, but whatever, I guess. But I was okay. Okay, I knew they were going to do Gwen's death, but I was hoping it wouldn't be this soon, because why
And
does
Mary Jane was meant to be in that movie. They
they literally
had
had someone
everything
casted.
recorded, but then they just cut it. It's not even in deleted scenes in the DVD or Blu-ray.
No, and we're going to get to that famous deleted scene. We're going to get to it because I have some words for it. Because, okay, but I will say this. Okay, Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield were the best thing about the Amazing Spider-Man series. I wanted to see more of them. If they were going to kill her off eventually, then wait till the third movie to do that. Because then we would have felt bad. And it's just like, and by the way, Andrew Garfield is an amazing actor ever since then. He's now an Oscar-nominated actor. So when I saw him cry over Gwen Stacy's death, I didn't see an actor crying. I believed it. But the fact that they had to do it that soon just pisses me off. But also, too, I like how it should have ended. You turn back the time, man. Turn back the time.
I've used that in a Ruby crack, by the way.
Yeah. You brought back your dead girlfriend. Now bring back mine. Superman's all like, I'm not supposed to do that anymore, bro, dude. Like, Peter Parker should have gone mental after that, because seriously, he lost his uncle, he lost his parents, he lost his girlfriend, and, you know...
And before you saw his dad at Gwen's grave.
Exactly, which, again, we're going to get to. It's just
there were
like...
so many scenes that got cut.
I know, which now we might as well talk about it because you keep bringing them up. But yeah, there were so many scenes that got cut for some unknown reason.
Some made it to deleted scenes, some didn't.
Yeah, which the movie just felt rushed to me. It felt like, okay, when the pacing is so fucked up.
Oh, hey, Duo.
Oh, Duo's in here?
He's in the chat.
Hello, Duo.
Hey,
I can't. All right, finally, Duo's in here.
There we go.
But he can't actually join us. But okay, so yeah, so there were so many scenes that were cut, but the most famous one that I hated that was cut was when we find out that shock plot twist, Peter's dad is alive, and he chooses now to come see him.
I kind of want to call bullshit on that.
Yeah, exactly. So let me get this straight. Okay, so let's say hypothetically now. We all have kids, like me, Spectrostar, and your only mate. We have kids, and we decide that we're secret agents, but we fake our own deaths, and then we come back, and our spouses are gone, but we're the only ones that are alive. We choose to go back to see our sons who have thought we have been dead for so long now, most of their life, and we choose to go back to see them after their girlfriend has died.
Okay.
Like, does that make any sense whatsoever for a father to do that? I'm just saying.
Well, actually, you know what? To be honest with you,
What?
I guess if they care for their kid, yeah, I guess it's a pretty good time. I mean, he's been avoiding him his whole life, and then finally he's hit rock bottom, and he's like, "Well, I can't just let this go on." And
yeah,
so,
I mean,
I guess he tries to get his mind off of it or something, or try to help.
Yeah,
himself.
I agree with Star on that.
yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it, but I was actually yelling, "Why the fuck was this cut? Why was this?"
I mean,
not
it's kind of
in the
dickish that he didn't show up sooner. Yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty
because
mad.
that actually makes sense why he goes back to being Spider-Man. That's probably what inspires him. Okay, a talk with his dad. That probably inspires him to keep being Spider-Man.
The video of Gwen.
Yeah, that too. Which again, thank you. Which wait, that also doesn't make sense. They show Uncle Ben's phone call at the end, which was very emotional and tugs at your heartstrings. They show that, and then when Gwen dies and made a video for him, they don't show that. Like inconsistency.
No, they showed the video.
They did show the video, but I'm just saying, like, okay, like the video she made for him is what I'm saying, like the one you just brought up.
No, I don't think she made a video specifically for him. I think that was just her speech at the graduation.
Yeah, but it just would have made more sense if that alternate ending was put back in, because, you know, Gwen and his dad are basically telling him, you need to keep going. You need to keep being Spider-Man. And it just pisses me off. And also, too, Andrew Garfield yelling and at his dad was amazing. Like, Peter yelling at his dad, that shows how great of an actor Andrew Garfield is. Like, it's just so good. So, yeah.
Oh, and one other thing I'm going to bring up in this movie, Kevin Feige was actually emailing a bunch of the people behind the scenes, giving suggestions on how to improve it, but they just completely disregarded him.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
this guy who's made a really successful cinematic universe with tons of movies and has made ridiculous amount of money. Like, we don't need to listen to him.
Yeah, but also, too, Kevin Feige was on, and he was a part of the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man team. He helped make those movies what they are. So, yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Ignore the guy who literally made a successful Spider-Man movies. Exactly. It's just like, he's trying to help you out. He's trying to bail your asses out and give you suggestions and tips on what to do, what to improve on the script. But no, you just say, fuck him. Go do your own movies. Your little Avengers movie, it'll flop.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
you're too successful. Get out of here.
Exactly. And, well, speaking of that, so, yeah, we might as well talk, because in 2014, there were a bunch of leaks for Sony that were leaked on the internet by a whole, I don't want to say terrorists, but there were people who leaked it. And 2014 was not the best year for Sony. You remember that movie?
They got hacked because of that movie with Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Yeah, The Interview. That movie was... Like, Sony was threatened. If they showed that film in theaters, these people that were supposedly from Russia who were either employed, no, they weren't employed by Kim Jong-un, but they were basically said that, okay, if you show the interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen talking about Kim Jong-un, we will threaten you. We will do something so despicable that you will not.
Didn't they say they were going to attack the theaters that were showing it on Christmas
Yeah, there
Day?
you go. They were going to attack the theaters. Like, any theater that played that movie, they would show it. So the movie was not distributed in theaters till, I think...
I wasn't really that fussed about that movie anyway.
I liked it. It was good. I mean, well, I'm a sucker for those type of movies. But it was shown eventually, and it was shown on digital first. So, yeah, but the leaks... Here's what happened. Here's what Sony was planning to do with the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. They were going to make a Sinister Six movie. They were going to jump on board and make another Venom movie because Sony just loves fucking Venom to get him in movies.
They really just need to say, Sony, you're drunk. Go home. Let Marvel handle things.
Yeah, so, and here's something else y'all are not going to believe. I can't make this up if I tried. They were going to make an Aunt May movie.
What?
Who was Sony? Sony was gonna do?
So, yeah, Sony was originally going to make a spin-off movie with Aunt May in it. Sally
Oh.
Fields. Yeah, and that would then, and last year would have been the year that the Amazing Spider-Man 3 would have came out.
So you
So
got something better.
yeah, so all of that gone, and then in
Was that a
2015
cup
we
or a
found out.
walkie-talkie?
Yeah, it's a cup.
Oh, okay. Now I can see it.
And then
Like
in
a cell phone from
2015 we
the
got
80s.
the news Spider-Man was back at Marvel. Sony, but before we talk about that, here's why they did it, because this is going to be an important thing. Sony didn't make that deal because we the fans begged them to. They didn't make that deal for selfless reasons. They did it because they needed money. They lost a lot of investment money in all of their movies. Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 made money. It wasn't a box office bomb, but it was a critical bomb. Every critic and fan was pandering it. So they were and they were getting their leaks all over. Like, there were so many of their stuff getting leaked. So they were basically backed up into a small corner, and their only option was just make the damn deal with Marvel. So they made the
Which was
deal
the
with
right
Marvel.
decision.
Yes, they did. But the contract states, because there's been a lot of rumors going around that Sony may not even be around in the next 2 years, because once again, they're losing a shitload of money. Their stock profits are low, dangerously low. They're basically
They got the PlayStation 4.
yeah, well, their film division. Their film division is going down. Yeah.
That's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, it is. So
give Marvel the Spider-Man rights. Please.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll never get hired by Sony, but hey.
Yeah, because the only ways Marvel will get the full Spider-Man rights back without that contract is if, one, Sony gets brought, or two, they just sell it back to Marvel. That's the only way Marvel gets full control of Spider-Man. So right now, Marvel and Sony unfortunately have to share Spider-Man, but it didn't matter because in 2015, Spider-Man came home. He came back to Marvel.
So many videos with that song were made.
I know. I remember.
It felt so good. I remember hearing the announcement.
I just jumped up.
I was so happy.
I was too. I like, this was the best day of my life. We all never thought we would be alive to see this. Like, it's so amazing. It's just, no pun intended. Like, it was just great that Spider-Man was home. And then in 2016, last year, we got the debut.
This film came out.
Yes, Tom Holland. He's our third Spider-Man. And
he is awesome.
He is the best Spider-Man. The best one.
He literally took the best things of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, put them together, and just made it his own thing.
He's Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man straight out of the comics. Like, he has Peter Parker's personality. He has okay, his scene, whenever I literally marked out in the theaters when I was with my girlfriend. We're watching the film in theaters, and as soon as you see Peter Parker walk in listening to awesome music.
I was so happy about it. The second the title came up saying Queens, I was like, yes, Spider-Man!
Exactly.
I was so happy. I really wanted to see him in that movie.
As soon as Tom Holland started talking as Peter Parker, I couldn't stop loving him. I couldn't stop smiling. It was just like, this is Peter Parker.
All I was thinking was, yes, everything you're doing.
Yeah,
yes.
and he sounds like a kid. He literally sounds like and it is ironic.
He's
because
younger than me and you.
Exactly. I was going to bring that. Me and Your Only Mate are a year older than Tom Holland. Tom Holland just recently turned 20. So we are a year older than him. But he immediately just reminds me of how a kid from the 90s would grow up to be. And the fact that they also brought up that, oh yeah, he's only been Spider-Man for like 6 months. So he was around when Tony Stark first revealed he was Iron Man. So... yeah, they got everything right.
Yeah, they always said, yeah, there's a kid in a Spider-Man suit just swinging around New York. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, well, Spider-Man kind of made a cameo in the Incredible Hulk movie.
Did he?
Yeah,
I
like
don't
there's a
remember that.
scene remember when Hulk and Abomination are fighting? Like there's a scene, you can look it up on YouTube. There's a silhouette of someone swinging around. And of course, who do we know that swings around like that? But of course, that doesn't make that's not canon because again, in the context of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, but then again, I remember hearing people speculate that you could see Thor's hammer falling from Asgard in that movie.
Yeah,
But
so
no,
I mean,
that was just Hulk throwing a boulder.
yeah, exactly. So Spider-Man and his Spider-Man, as soon as he showed up and said, "Hey, everyone," and he started talking, and you even see the suit. Oh my God, the suit!
I remember
love-
seeing so many people, you included, just geek out ridiculously in that reveal trailer.
Yes, as soon as he
I
showed up,
rewatched
and
that so many times, and I would have done a reaction to it, but it got blocked and
oh,
whatnot.
well, we
Got
haven't even
blocked,
asked.
straight up blocked.
Yep.
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah. Some people's reactions were also blocked, so it's not just your only mate. And
To be
that's
honest,
kinda
I was
bad.
just too happy that Spider-Man was revealed. I just
Yes.
didn't care.
Okay, Spectral Star. We need to ask you because what were your thoughts on Tom Holland Spider-Man? Like as soon as you saw him on screen as Peter Parker and Spider-Man, what were your thoughts?
Well, I think he's a great Spider-Man. I don't know about the Peter Parker yet. I haven't seen enough of him as Peter Parker though.
Yeah.
He's a little bit too young for my taste. I think he needs to be like a
Well,
college
he's
kid.
still meant to be in high school. That's what they're going.
Well, yeah.
Meant to be like a Harry
Yeah.
Potter
That's where Spider-Man
sort of
started
thing.
out as.
You see them like
Flash
grow
Thompson.
as these characters develop.
Which is a great idea, and it is following the comics because in the comics,
Yeah.
Peter Parker was 16 when he
And
first
Kevin
became
Feige
Spider-Man.
has said the some of his favorite Spider-Man stories were when he's still in high school.
Exactly, because and it shows that because the show Spectacular Spider-Man, it shows the dilemma he has. Like he's trying to balance his personal school life and being Spider-Man because there's a dilemma there that we all can relate to. I mean, because we go through this every day. So, and also too, it wouldn't have. People were hoping that Andrew Garfield would play, but see, that wouldn't make sense. And here's the reason I'm kind of glad Andrew wasn't cast as Spider-Man because
As good as he was. But
He's too old for one thing. He looks too old to be a high school
yeah,
kid.
exactly. Because and can you really say that? Okay, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man has been around since the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he's technically the oldest out of most of them. Because if we were to have a more older Spider-Man that's been out of college for a while, it just doesn't make any sense in the context of the canon. You have to keep him at high school age. And
Well, like I said, I mean, it's just something that I get used to. Like kind of like with the
no,
web shooter
I
things.
do too.
Like him being a high school kid, it's fine. I just got to get used to the fact I got to see him be human.
Exactly.
Because as Spider-Man, he's awesome. He's great.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only other grief I have with it is the suit's a little bit too Iron Man-y.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to talk
seen
about.
the trailers.
Yeah, the trailer.
Even
Well,
more
okay.
Iron Man.
He's got like Transformer eyeballs and
Well, I mean,
That I love.
crazy stuff.
before we talk about what has been
Like
improved
Transformer.
since Civil, let's just talk about his suit as we saw it in Civil War. Again, there is a reason why the suit looked like that because a lot of people brought up he looks like a CGI character. Well, here's the problem with that. They only had one Spider-Man costume with motion capture. It was an actual Spider-Man costume, but it had motion capture stuff all over it. And the webbing was huge. Like, it was very big webbing. But here was the problem. It was bigger. It was meant for a stunt double. And they didn't have a second costume to fit Tom Holland. So Tom Holland had to wear the stunt double's Spider-Man costume, and it was baggy. So the reason they put motion capture things all over him is so they could make it a little better. And they unfortunately came into a dilemma where, every time you see Spider-Man on screen, he looks like a CG character. Like, you can't tell which is kind of sad. But I'm just saying, like, I would rather take the CG looking character over what we actually saw. Because again, if you look at the set photos of Tom in the costume, it's weird to see if that would have actually been on screen. It just would have looked too ridiculous. And
one other thing that I'm kind of getting sick of seeing a lot these days is there's too much CGI fighting going on. There's no real people in fight scenes anymore, it feels like.
Well, here's something about Tom Holland that is what got him not only his chemistry with Robert Downey Jr., but also the fact that
that's great.
He can actually do acrobatics. He has done so many backflips and front flips, and he actually revealed that he actually did most of the stunt work for Spider-Man: Homecoming. So he did
That's awesome.
Yeah, so cool. And Tobey Maguire. So see, he's the only not since Tobey Maguire have we had a Spider-Man that can do his own stunts, because I think Andrew Garfield, for the most part, did so little of his own stunts because most of it was either a stunt double or it's like you said, it was CG. So, yeah. I mean, that scene, you guys remember that scene in Spider-Man 1 when Peter catches Mary Jane and he catches the food? That was actually him. He so did cool. that. Yeah.
Say what you will about Tobey Maguire's version of Spider-Man, but the guy was ripped and he was fearless.
Yeah,
he was awesome.
Well, the one thing people also had to complain about Tobey, he was too pudgy as Spider-Man. Like you could see that. Yeah, I don't know why people say that.
I thought he was just right. I mean, not too skinny, not too fat, just built.
I mean, yeah, he was the perfect balance. Like Andrew Garfield, I thought he was.
He was the lanky, tall one.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was fine.
Yeah, that's just fine. But Tom Holland has the perfect balance.
Yeah.
Like
he's short enough. Yeah. He's got the right build. Like I said, he looks great as Spider-Man. He looks absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I just need to see Peter Parker.
His lines in Civil War, I could not stop quoting them. Like they were so funny.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, like
that was awesome.
Every time he talked as Spider-Man, it's just like, oh my God, I just had a meter in my head. How many times is he beating Andrew Garfield's quips? They're so great. Like, it's just amazing again. But now we might as well talk about Homecoming because it was announced that, yes, Spider-Man is getting his own movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is his first one because the contract between Marvel and Sony says that Spider-Man can have 5 movies. Of course, he had one in Civil War. He has Homecoming, and next year he'll be in Avengers 3. Yeah, Avengers 3, Infinity War, Avengers 4, and then he'll be in Homecoming 2 because Homecoming
Sony is that.
Yeah, Sony, because Marvel pays and creates everything. So Sony only distributes the film and they get the money. They have no creative control over this whatsoever.
I say keep it that way.
Yes.
I still wish we could have had a Spider-Man Wolverine movie.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of hate that we missed out on that.
I have heard rumors that Hugh Jackman is willing to come back as Wolverine, but only if it's for Marvel.
Yeah, and he even said that we were supposed to get a Spider-Man and X-Men cameo all the way back in the early 2000s with the Sam Raimi trilogy. We never got it, but hey, it's fine.
And there was talks that the director of Deadpool 2 was talking to Kevin Feige about having Tom Holland in Deadpool 2 as Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, yes, which they've both said they want to do. But either way, we're
Sony are like, no, the audience can't have nice things.
We're all excited for when this comes out. Next month. It comes out next month, and we're all excited. So we might as well talk about our Homecoming thoughts. So based on the trailers and based on what we've seen what do we think about it so far?
Well, they basically revealed how the film is going to go.
Yeah, first I want to talk about, because we were talking about the suit, and Spectral Stars said he didn't like on how it's too Iron Man. Now we might as well talk, because it turns out that
how Iron Man it is.
Yeah, it's literally, okay, here's what it is. It's supposed to be a combination of the 70s Steve Ditko Spider-Man and the Iron Spider suit. That's it, the Iron Spider suit. Because there is possible.
I wonder if we're going to get that in the movie, just the Iron Spider.
Yeah, which I've always wanted to see, but now based on on the recent clip where they talk about his suit, I think that's what this is. Because his suit is basically just like Iron Man's. It's like a kid version of Iron Man. It's like he has 500 different web shooter combinations that he can do. He has AI.
Grenade.
Yeah, he has AI in his suit. He can hear conversations. It enhances his fighting. Even though, why does he need enhanced fighting? Because he has spider sense.
You guys remember when Spider-Man could make big spider goo nets in the 90s show with just by sticking his thumb over the web shooter hole and just spraying it a certain way?
Yeah, I do.
I think that
was so much better than having a guidance system.
They did that in Amazing Spider-Man 2, actually.
Yeah, and we even
that's
have his symbol is a spider tracker, and it also or not a tracker. It's basically just a little
drone.
AI drone, right? So
Yeah.
He's going Hardy Boys on it.
yeah, and he has web wings. He has the iconic web wings, which don't make him fly; they just help him glide.
That is cool, though.
He has a parachute mode. He actually has a parachute on the back of his spider symbol. So if he falls from great distance, so he's pretty much relying on the technology. It's kind of like Spectral Star. You remember Batman Beyond and how he had an advanced tech suit?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that for Spider-Man now, because the suit basically he's relying too much on it, and he's not relying on, which is why they showed in the trailers that, okay, he is going to wear his OG suit, I guess, towards the end, because Iron Man says, you were supposed to be better than me. You can't rely on the suit for every situation.
Thank God if they do that. Thank God. Honestly,
Yeah,
that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I just don't like all the tech.
I agree. I mean, because see, here's the thing. I like the Spider-Man suit. I think we can all agree it looks like classic comic book Spider-Man. But here's the problem we're having. Here's the problem we're having with it is that most of us don't like how Peter Parker.
By the end of the movie, Tony gives it to him again, but just removes all the tech stuff and says, if you want that back, you have to earn it.
Because remember, like in the trailer, they showed that there's unlimited functions in the suit, but they're all locked because they're under what's called the training wheels protocol. So so he's pretty much going to be unlocking these things over time. But also based on the Infinity War set photos, it looks like Peter will make his own version of the suit that Tony gave him. So maybe he won't be, this will be the only time we see him use the suit that has advanced technologies like Iron Man suit. But hey, that's just me. But like I said, I don't know.
I'm still probably going to enjoy Homecoming regardless.
Yes, but the only complaint I'm going to have is that I don't like on how Peter Parker is relying too much on this suit. Like, he's not relying on his smarts, and he's not relying on his brains. He's relying on the technology, and he's using it to help advance his powers, which Iron Man even says, you should not do that. Because remember that awesome scene where he's holding together the boat?
That's cool. It's just like the scene with the train.
Yeah, exactly. Except he's not making a poopy face with like Tobey Maguire did. Oh, that face. I could never get tired of it. It's just like, it's just like, Jesus, Toby, don't take a crap in your suit.
Acting. Too much acting, Toby. Too much. No, it's just right.
Exactly. I have to pretend that I can hold it. Toby.
I want an Oscar. Please.
I know, but anyway, but that kind of brings up our point that
You're in the chat.
Enigma brought up something. It's a Mock the Week reference.
Oh my God.
Watch the villain of one of the Spider-Man movies be a bathtub.
Yeah, I know what that reference is.
Oh God.
On Mock the Week, they had a segment called Scenes We Like to See, and one of it was unlikely lines from a superhero movie. And Frankie Boyle, who was a recurring comedian on it, but not so much these days, he just goes up to the microphone and says, and I quote, "You're trapped, Spider-Man, trapped in this enormous bath."
That would actually, if Spider-Man gets trapped in a bathtub in Homecoming, I'm going to laugh so hard.
He's going to be screwed. He can't stick to walls. He's a spider guy.
Exactly. But, also, let's talk about the high school environment in Spider-Man Homecoming. Because, what do we think about Spider-Man?
Like
Kevin Feige has said that we won't see him get out of high school till probably the third Spider-Man movie. So I do like on how over time right now it looks like he's a sophomore, which makes sense. So basically, sorry guys. I'm having technical difficulties here.
It's that bastard Electro screwing with his electronics.
Yeah, you're screwing with my... Yeah, you're screwing with my electronics.
We didn't praise him enough.
God, he's making a beatbox out of his toaster. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Damn it.
There it is.
Get out of my toaster.
There it is. I'm back.
Who played him? I can't remember.
Yeah,
It was a
you could do
Kanye West.
dubstep. You could do dubstep. Remember in How It Should Have Been? It's just like, that's actually pretty good. Have you ever considered doing dubstep? Dubstep.
see me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Electro.
What about Dead Mouse? Come on. I love the suit for Electro, by the way. I wanted to say that.
Oh,
before
no,
we
go
got to
ahead.
all this. The suit was awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
the 90s Spider-Man had like a guy in a
Yeah,
a
that's what we
rubber
were
yellow
talking about.
suit
Like
with
the
a fishnet
costume. He
stockings.
had,
It was so weird.
he had an electricity mask that had little electricity bolts sticking out of it, and I could never see that suit working in live action. I can't.
Oh no.
Like it was. I liked
His voice, he sounded like a Disney villain, like that one guy who does all the voices.
Foreshadowing.
Proxy now.
I know.
Foreshadowing. What did I do? Did I step upon a glorious
No,
what happened
Well,
there?
you said he sounds like a Disney villain. It's just like foreshadowing. Wait a minute. Why am I blue? Oh my God.
I'm blue.
Electro, you bastard. Anyway, so also too, so we didn't talk about this, so we need to talk about this. Michael Keaton as the Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
We
My
actually
favorite.
have Spider-Man versus Batman.
Thank
A
you.
death
I-
That's
battle
why I'm
has
looking
come
forward to
true.
it so much.
We have
Yeah.
waited so fucking long to see this, and now we're gonna see it. I honestly am so excited. And all I gotta say right now is if Michael Keaton, if he is not the best Marvel Cinematic Universe villain by the time Spider-Man: Homecoming comes out, I will never, ever put more faith into a villain of Marvel again, because Kevin Feige has admitted that their villains could be better. So this is the perfect time, like, because all of the villains in Marvel have unfortunately not been as good as their heroes. Like, the only one everybody seems to point is Loki. Like, well, again, that's because Loki has a huge girl fan base. So all of the females love Loki. So yeah, but I'm just looking forward to seeing how is Michael Keaton gonna portray the Vulture, because I'm kind of a little bummed out that Michael Keaton wasn't cast as the Green Goblin, because he looks like a evil businessman. Does he? I don't think he.
I mean,
probably could pull off.
Michael Keaton could pull off the Green Goblin, or but I like his low-key psychotic acting as opposed to his Beetlejuice, Looney Tunes shit. So, I mean, the Vulture fits, because isn't the Vulture like, he's an old man? He's a rich old man.
Oh, God damn it, Kara.
Yeah, he is a pretty rich old man.
And, he's got world conquest, right? In his
like basically, okay, like in the comics, his company is brought out by Oscorp, so he has revenge on Norman Osborn. But because
have you ever? What?
sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, it's
You
okay.
go.
I was gonna say, but because we're not gonna get Norman Osborn in this Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Spider-Man, which is a little sad. They changed it up to where, okay, the Vulture is mad at Tony Stark, and he's hired some goon. He literally, because the Vulture isn't the only villain of the movie. They have showed this in the trailers. We're also going to have the Shockers. They've turned the Shocker into a Shocker gang, and they're going to be helping out the Vulture. So Vulture's whole plan is to, okay, get revenge on Tony Stark by stealing all of the Avengers equipment weapons. And then Spider-Man gets in his way and stops him, because, as we all know, Spider-Man and Iron Man are kind of like a new father-son dynamic figure, which I like. So that's the whole reason why they've kind of changed up the Vulture's origin a little bit. And he's not super decrepit old. I guess because another part of the Vulture was he would steal people's youth to make himself younger. But I guess they're not going to do that.
Oh, that sounds like
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, like he pretty much develops this technology, not only that helps him fly, but when he grabs you, he literally sucks on your youth and you become old. So it's kind of like, okay,
that sounds like a villain from a movie I don't think
TBZ.
you should name.
Android 17, 16,
yeah.
15.
Oh yeah,
27.
we're gonna have to talk about that later.
Should we? I mean, as long as the chat doesn't bring it up.
Okay, well, as
I
long
kind
as
of already brought it up, actually. So
God damn it.
No, you didn't bring it up. You hinted at it.
well,
Well, don't worry. We shall see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, I've seen the trailers for it so many times. The promotional has been crazy, and I'm just looking. I think this is going to be, in my opinion, this has the potential to be better than Spider-Man 2. It has that potential going for it.
Really?
In my opinion.
I don't know about that, but maybe.
Yeah, I can't say that for sure. I'm not going to make a
That's
bold...
a tall order.
Yeah, I know, but well, this also has the potential to beat all of the original Spider-Man trilogy's box office record, because the highest grossing movie still to this day is Spider-Man 3. So if Spider-Man Homecoming makes over $900 million, it just did what no other Spider-Man movie before it could do. So that's kind of a huge win for it. But yeah, so anything else we want to talk about aside? Oh, wait, I forgot. Iron Man. Let's talk about Iron Man.
Well, I was actually going to ask if you guys wanted to talk about the new cartoon that Disney are making.
Oh, god dang it.
Is it really that bad? What's going on?
It looks okay. I mean,
What is it? What's it about?
It's basically
a remake.
Yeah, like, it's gonna be on Disney XD. They canceled. First of all, they canceled Ultimate Spider-Man, so yeah, I'm happy about that. And they announced they're gonna make a new Spider-Man, which it's gonna go back to basics. So it's kind of gonna be like Spectacular Spider-Man, where he's gonna have to balance his high school life with his superhero life. But the problem with it is, it's gonna not just be about Peter Parker Spider-Man. It's also gonna be about Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Spider-Gwen.
Yes, Spider-Gwen, like the newest.
Speaking of Spider-Gwen, sorry to go back onto live action, but I remember hearing Emma Stone said that she was willing to come back as Gwen Stacy for Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, Spectral Star, in case you don't know, if you haven't read the comics, there's a new female Spider-Man. She's actually called Spider-Woman, but in the title, she's called Spider-Gwen. It's basically...
I think Spider-Woman's a completely different character.
Yeah, there are actually two. That's why they're not calling her Spider-Woman on the comic covers, because there's already a Spider-Woman.
Doesn't she have guns or something?
No. She comes from an alternate reality where she was bitten by the radioactive spider, and she became Spider-Woman. But then later, and she also comes from a universe where Peter Parker became the Lizard and was her best friend. They didn't get together, but Peter did admit he had a crush on her, but she just saw him as a friend. And Peter wanted to be like Spider-Gwen, or Spider-Woman. Let's just say it for the context. So he wanted to be like Spider-Woman. So he invented this serum that turned him into the Lizard. And Spider-Woman beat the shit out of him, not knowing it was him. And then he turns back to normal, and he's dead. And Spider-Woman is framed for murdering him. And also, too, the Green Goblin, Harry Osborn, in this universe, eventually moved away. And he was kind of a dick. He was kind of a dick to Peter.
We're getting out of this plot as soon as possible.
Yeah, so that's what Spider-Gwen is about. But she's quickly become a rising star. So she's immediately popular. Like, I like her character. And she also comes from a reality where Daredevil works for the Kingpin, and he's actually his lawyer, and he's a villain.
What the fuck?
How the hell did that happen? Has he still got the powers?
Yeah, he still gets his powers. He's still blind, and he still has his powers. But
what the fuck is wrong with him?
I don't know.
Why is he working for the guy that did it to him?
I know. And also to Gwen's universe. Last thing, you know Ben Grimm, the Thing from the Fantastic Four.
Oh God.
Well, he's human and he's a cop.
Okay.
Well, he got what he wanted. So
that's probably not a bad thing. Yeah.
Watch those donuts.
Oh wait. Also, too, one last thing. In Spider-Gwen's universe, Captain America is a female and an African American.
Don't question it. I won't. Don't worry.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a great universe. Like, if you ever want to see some stuff, like, her comics are pretty dope. So yeah, but basically, she's gonna be in this new cartoon with Spider-Man and all that. I saw the clip. It looks fine. I mean, it looks harmless. Everyone's pointing out it looks pretty crappy. The voice acting.
There's a scene in it where he's trying to use his card to get on the subway, but it's failing.
Yeah. Oh God.
And then he just gets slammed through it the second it actually lets him through.
Like he's literally trying to take down the Scorpion. Oh, and by the way, in this clip, I'll send it to you, Spectral Star. He's wearing his homemade costume, but it's not. It's kind of similar to his homemade costume in Homecoming, but it's not exactly like that.
Is any of it in CGI, or is it just?
No, it's hand drawn. It's 2D hand drawn, but the animation, it's one of those animations that you think looks kind of lazy, and it just doesn't look appealing. So the animation is just lackluster at best. The Ultimate
Richard
Spider-Man
does not speak for me, by the way.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, but that joke where he's trying to run away from the Scorpion and he gets stuck and he's trying to use his train card is just like, okay, I'm going to say what everyone was thinking in that. Hop over the damn thing. Why do you need to use a train card? You're Spider-Man.
Respect the law, Richard. I expect better from you.
Yeah, so, and I don't hate it. It looks just harmless. It's better than Ultimate Spider-Man. I'll say that right now because anything is better than Spider-Pool because I'm just saying. So it looks harmless, looks fine, I guess. I don't have any thoughts. It just looks fine. What about you, your own mate?
I enjoyed the clip, and I'll definitely try and watch it when it actually releases and see what I think.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it doesn't look bad. I mean,
it's got promise.
Yeah, and Ben 10 is the voice of Spider-Man, so I think that's him. That sounds like him, but I don't know. But yeah,
sounds like him, it's probably him.
Yeah,
that's theory on it.
Yeah, but anyway, so
let me look that up on my phone.
Okay. But while you're doing that, so should we talk about Iron Man's role in Spider-Man: Homecoming? Because people have been complaining about that.
I've been getting a bunch of comments on a couple of videos I uploaded.
Iron Man was never there to begin with.
So, and apparently Iron Man only
Tony, go away.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
have too many movies, too much money. Leave.
Well, they unfortunately that was also in the contract. Whenever Spider-Man: Homecoming was going to come out, they would have to have a big-time actor, either Chris Evans or Robert Downey Jr. be there with Tom Holland. So they would have to be a part of the movie. And it makes sense if you think about it because, okay, this Peter Parker, we don't know what happened to Uncle Ben, but we can assume he's dead. We don't know how.
Yeah, that's actually something I want to bring up. Marvel said they're not doing his origin because we all know it.
Yes, but they're doing a twist on his origin because, see, here's the thing. We all know how he got bit by the radioactive spider, right? He was bitten in Oscorp, right?
Yeah, when he was taking a tour with the kids in high school.
Yeah, but they changed that in the Spider-Man: Homecoming because Oscorp unfortunately can't be in this universe because Sony has decided to call dibs on that. So yeah, Sony once again fucking up on that. So
God damn it, Sony.
I'm assuming this is an assumption. Does Peter Parker get bit by the radioactive spider at Tony Stark's company? Because
to God not.
That looks like what they're doing. Because how does
I don't think get bit at Walmart? It'd be more interesting.
Maybe Peter Parker and that radioactive spider were just fighting over who gets the last Snickers, and
go in there for Q-tips, and you come out with superhuman
and that
abilities.
Spider was just fighting with Peter Parker, and he's like, "No, mine, bitch." Okay, you know what? Fuck this. You bit me. These are mine, asshole. He just runs off.
These are my Q-tips.
Exactly. Aunt May, I didn't get our groceries. A radioactive spider took them.
I'm kind of sick right now, so I'm going to go upstairs and become super powerful.
Yeah, so again, that's what it looks like.
Okay,
I don't know that for sure.
I've been looking up. The guy who voices Ben 10, it doesn't list Spider-Man.
Well, he is going to voice him in the new PS4 Spider-Man game.
You know what kills me about
but he is in
Ruby. Iron Man training Spider-Man to be a
better
superhero is that Spider-Man could beat the living crap out of Iron Man.
Yeah, he could.
He absolutely could.
He could rip the suit right off his body.
Yeah, and in Civil War, the couple of minutes
he could beat the crap out of Captain America.
Exactly.
He can throw a car at Captain America.
He was able to block Winter Soldier's arm, and that arm can.
All he said was, "Oh wow, that's cool."
No, it's you have a metal arm?
I know what
That
he
is
said.
awesome, dude.
Spider sense.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Avoid all their attacks. Well, maybe Vision could beat him. Maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
he does have to react to its warning, so if it doesn't think
Maybe
it's in
War
Which
danger,
is
Machine
why
then
he
can just
has
ignore
the
it.
new, which this goes back to the new suit we're talking about. This is why he has those expressive eyes, because it helps with his spider sense. And plus,
That's probably the main reason. I mean, that I don't really care for Tony Stark being in here, because I could just see Tony Stark getting the shit beat out of him by Spider-Man. Spider-Man's smarter.
And the fact that I'm all for Tony Stark. It makes sense because Tony Stark sees Peter Parker as a young him. He's trying to put him on the right path. He's basically a father figure. He is he's now the closest thing. And Peter Parker at this point, he has no direction and he has no father figures because he only has Aunt May and he only has his friend. So, it makes sense if you think about it for Iron Man to become the new father figure to him and trying to teach him lessons that he failed to realize all the way back in Iron Man 1.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So it makes sense to me, Spectral Star. I agree. I think that if you have Iron Man on screen for too long, you're just going to be like, this is just Iron Man 4 and not Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think of it like that. I just think that Spider-Man is a little bit better of a character than Iron Man.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely
don't hate me. I just grew up with Spider-Man, and
don't hate him, guys.
And I know Iron Man. I just think Spider-Man's more interesting, just to me, because I relate to him more. I don't relate to the billionaire playboy with the giant iron suit.
Yeah, exactly, and I think it makes sense. Again, I can buy it.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, it makes sense for Iron Man to be in this movie for the reasons we know he's going to be in this movie. Like, it makes sense, but I'm glad he's not going to be a supporting character. He's just going to be a minor supporting character. He's only going to have like 15 minutes in the movie. So again, it's cool. And that lecture he gives Peter about, taking away his suit, like, he pretty much sends Peter Parker to the corner. Like, he's like, you did bad. Go to the corner. But give
me my shit. Now leave and come back at the end of the movie. And
exactly.
And maybe I can tolerate you.
Yeah, but everything what can we say? But we're looking forward to
Spider-Man. I love Iron Man. I just
yes. Yeah.
This is somebody else's movie, please.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're all looking forward to Spider-Man: Homecoming. It's arguably going to be
I want to see Spider-Man and the Hulk team up.
Oh God, yeah.
Most devastating tag team ever.
Well, we're getting him and Thor teaming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Thor. Spider-Man and Thor?
No,
Hulk and Thor.
Yeah, Hulk,
Thor, and Spider-Man. Let's go.
Well, we'll all see them team up in Avengers: Infinity War because
versus Superman.
Oh God.
No.
If it isn't obvious on how much I'm looking forward to Spider-Man: Homecoming, then I don't know what is, because this is how much
he ate Spider-Man. That's how much he wants Spider-Man. He ate him.
Yeah. Like I said, I think Spider-Man: Homecoming is going to be the best superhero movie
Spider-Roni
of the month, of like this summer. It's going to be one of the best summer blockbusters. And yeah, so
it better be.
I know. We're all going to be there. If it's bad, we'll tell you it's bad. If it's good,
it's hot.
Yeah, we'll even make videos on it. Like me, Spectral Star. I don't know about Your Only Mate, but me,
we'll
Spectral
see.
Star.
It depends on what mood I'm in.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but we're just looking forward to it, and everything looks great, and we can't wait. So we might as well talk about Sony, because like we've been saying throughout this whole podcast, they have been fucking up big time
Sony, just
and over.
Stop.
They're making a Venom movie next year, which is going to have Tom Hardy as Venom. So Bane's going to be Venom.
Okay, that is funny.
Yeah.
Wait, Tom Hardy's going to be Venom?
Yeah, he's going to play Eddie Brock.
That works.
That totally
That's
works.
awesome. I just hope he's stupid sounding and not really smart.
I hope.
So Eddie Brock was a blockhead. Let's be honest.
This is how I want to hear Venom talk. This is how I want to hear Tom Hardy's. You may have adopted the symbiote, Spider-Man.
You may have adopted the symbiote.
But I was molded by it.
Molded? Yes. Okay. I'm just making the slurping sounds because,
Yeah.
You were born and you knew the darkness.
I'm not gonna lie, I might not go and see the Venom movie.
Well,
I was born in it.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to, but then I think, oh, I'm also supporting Sony making movies, and I don't really want to do that.
Because here's the problem with the Venom movie.
Boycotting Sony, supporting Marvel, because I want Spider-Man to stay in the MCU.
Here's one problem. Here's one ultimate problem. Okay, Tom Hardy is Venom. I can actually like that. I'm very optimistic because, okay, they got a great actor to play Venom. That's good.
He's buff.
But it's rated R, too. It's going to be rated R, so...
Sci-fi horror.
But here's one giant problem. Spider-Man's not in this movie. Spider-Man is not connected to this movie. This is its own universe. And here's the ultimate problem with that, because we as Venom fans know that Peter Parker has a huge impact on how Eddie gets the suit. Like, they literally have a Batman and Joker relationship on how they are. So you take Spider-Man away from Venom's origin, then how are you going to tell Venom's origin? Like, I don't care how creative and original you can try and make it, and they are going to at least try and reference Spider-Man. So, but the fact that we're not going to see Spider-Man in this, that's a huge problem, because seriously, Spider-Man and Venom are connected together, and that's what makes Venom's origin so good. You know, and it's just like, wow. So you literally just took away the best part of his origin, not having Spider-Man.
I know everybody's probably hoping for this to happen, and it probably will happen, but Spider-Man versus Venom, that's like probably the second movie. The first movie's about Venom, right?
Yeah, the
Spider-Man versus Venom, the second movie. At the tail end of the second movie, Carnage comes in.
Yeah.
The third movie's about them fighting Carnage. That would be epic.
That would be
teaming
cool,
up to stop a greater evil.
Yeah, it would. We got to admit that right now. But here's the ultimate problem. Like, again, as a Venom fan, I've been wanting a Venom movie. But here's the problem. Nobody has been wanting a Venom movie more than Sony. The executives really, really want Venom. They have been pretty much shoehorning him in every Spider-Man franchise. But with Marvel, they're like, no, we're not doing that. If you do a Venom movie in our universe, the deal's off, and we get the rights back. Because the way Marvel gets the rights back. Yeah, because if Sony does something that disagrees, or if they do something that disrupts the contract, because they signed it with a pen, if you do something that is not what Marvel wants, or it's not in their creative vision,
that did not load for a long time for me,
then you're going to lose the Spider-Man rights. They will automatically go back to Marvel.
Okay, Disney and Marvel, they have a crap load of money. Is this a price issue, or does Sony's just strangle holding Spider-Man and not letting it go for any price?
Well, they've agreed. They have at least agreed to share Spider. But here's the ultimate problem we're kind of afraid of. Sony has not renewed the contract. The contract has not been renewed because, I mean, Spider-Man only has a couple more movies left. The contract ends when Spider-Man Homecoming 2 comes out. So here's something else that's horrible that we all need to think, that I've come to the conclusion with. Let's say if Spider-Man Homecoming makes over $900 million, Sony gets that money. They get a profit because they need that money right now. They can take, and then say Avengers Infinity War makes up $2 billion. That's what it could make. It could make $2 billion. And here's the other problem. So here's the ultimate problem. When that happens, Sony is going to look at that and say, you know what? No, we don't want to renew the contract. We don't want to follow your stupid bullshit rules. We're taking Spider-Man because we have the money. He made us money. We got the money, bitch. So we're going to run off and we're going to make our own Spider-Man universe.
Guarantee if that happens, the fans are going to rip Sony a new asshole.
Exactly. So that's what's unfortunate. But the only way this won't happen, let's say Spider-Man Homecoming gets a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes and it makes like $3 million. It's a bomb. It's not good. Sony doesn't, it may be a loss for Marvel, but it's not a gigantic loss. It's only a gigantic loss for Sony because they still don't get half the money. So either way.
Sony are the next Ultra Tech.
Yeah, so, but now here's something else. Sony is making a Black Cat movie with Silver Sable.
Killer Instinct.
Yeah, and here's something else you're not going to believe. Spider-Man will not be in the Black Cat movie. And this movie?
What?
Yeah, well, no, this is the worst part. This is where it gets worse. This is where it gets worse. This movie, the Black Cat movie, it will not be connected to the Venom universe. It's gonna be.
Is this a Sony thing too?
Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck are they doing?
Exactly. The Black Cat movie will not only won't be connected to the MCU. It's not even going to be connected
Those
to the
two
Venom.
literally have to be connected. Black Cat and Spider-Man have to be connected. There's a lot more out there. I'm sorry.
Exactly, but again, the Black Cat movie isn't even a part of the Venom universe. So they're making two movies that are in their own
What the
universes.
hell is wrong with you, Sony?
I know. And here's the other problem.
It's gonna be another Electra.
They're gonna, and here's the ultimate problem. They have access. They may not be able to use Spider-Man, but here's the other problem. They can use any of Spider-Man's villains before Marvel even touches them. So that's why we're not getting Venom in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's why we're not getting Black Cat. That's why we're not getting the Green Goblin. They are taking the villains away from Marvel. Marvel only has access to some of Spider-Man's villains, but not all of them. That's why we're getting the
want to punch a Sony executive in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Nuggets.
That too.
And they're rushing these movies out because they've already got the script done for Venom. They're going to start shooting soon, and they're going to try and have the Black Cat movie come out 2 years later. So that's what they're doing right now, and they refuse. They refuse to cooperate with Marvel. The only way they're going to agree to cooperate, see, that's the thing. They're not going to agree to do that because if they do something that disrupts the contracts between Marvel, they lose the rights. They lose everything. It goes back to Marvel. But if their
Please get
studio,
the rights back, Marvel.
But if their movies bomb,
Spider-Man's been through enough.
I know. But if their
He
movies
needs to be treated
bomb,
right.
exactly.
Leave Spider-Man alone.
But if their movies bomb, they lose money, and therefore they lose Spider-Man. So they're going to lose Spider-Man either way. It's just a matter of time.
They just need to license the characters out. They'll make more money that way.
Exactly. And
I'm
it's
just
money.
not going to go and see the movies that Sony makes.
Exactly. Like all that, this Venom movie, this Black Cat movie, I'm not seeing it because
No.
okay, fine, you can make a Venom movie. Well, also too, here's the other
We want
problem.
these characters in the MCU. Spider-Man to have full control. I say boycott Sony.
Exactly. But here's the other problem. Okay, fine. A Venom movie, you can try and maybe touch on Spider-Man. You can make references, but you can't show them. Okay, fine. It can possibly still work. So the Venom movie can possibly still work. But the Black Cat movie, Spider-Man is not going to be in it. He's not going to be mentioned. He's not even going to exist in this universe. How the fuck can you make a... How can Black Cat have anything? Black Cat is essential to Spider-Man.
Black Cat's only existence was because Spider-Man existed.
Exactly. So what the fuck? So how can you make? How
I like how you said that. What the fuck there?
Exactly. They're Spider-Man and Black Cat are like Batman and Catwoman, and you're also taking away their relationship. So again, thank you, Sony, you fucking assholes.
You're taking a shit on my childhood.
Exactly. So there goes our dreams of ever getting to see Tom Holland interact with a young, sexy Black Cat. There goes that. Thank you. You took away something else. So yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Sony.
Exactly. So again, I'm not going to go see the Venom movie, even though I want to go see the Venom, but I'm not. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing the Black Cat movie. It doesn't matter. And they're still going to try and make the Sinister Six movie. They are going to do that. They're going to still do it. And they're going to try. It doesn't matter. You can make as many movies about villains as you want, but if Spider-Man's not going to be in them, then what the fuck is the point of it? All these characters
because Sony are grasping at straws.
They need money.
Exactly. Well, see, the Venom movie is the only one that's going to make them money. That's the sad truth. Like, I could see that movie making, I don't know, $400 million, maybe $500 million. It's slightly profitable. But the Black Cat...
Not that many people's going to go watch the Black Cat, yeah.
No, exactly. No one's going to go see the Black Cat movie.
Well, I'd say there's going to be some people watch it, but, I mean,
Yeah, like that
There
movie.
might be some people who go watch
Yeah,
it for
But she's not as big of a
reasons.
character as Venom or Spider-Man is.
No, exactly. And you take away
Black Cat needs Spider-Man.
Yes, thank you. So I could see that movie, I don't know, making a hilarious $100 million alone. It's going to be a
And this is
bomb.
not a feminist thing.
No, it's
The
not.
character's just not that popular enough. It's not popular enough.
No,
to be
it's
that.
like if DC made a
its
Catwoman
own.
movie. It's like if DC.
Didn't they do that?
Wait, what'd you say? Spectral Star. Damn it, sorry. Oh,
How
I
do you
thought-
really make you idiot?
sorry.
Willy Wonka?
Oh, I thought you said something, Spectral Star.
No,
No, I'm good.
Okay, you're only made.
Catwoman movie with Halle Berry.
Oh, that. Oh, God.
Oh, by the way, someone put in the chat, here's a little gift for you, Sony. And it's just a bunch
Oh.
of middle fingers.
I didn't know we had middle finger emotes. That's awesome.
That is the best.
That's cool.
Good job. Family friendly entertainment right there. Thank you.
Nice
YouTube.
one, Miles.
And
So classy.
well, speaking of Miles,
That's what the
that's
emoji movie needs.
that's something else.
Just a massive middle
Emoji
finger
movie.
walking around.
That's something else. we
Just
need.
flipping people off. Oh, how
Yeah.
are you doing? Oh shit, fuck you too. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's something else we should talk. The Emoji movie that's coming out.
No.
Well, you want to hear the bad news? This is the bad news. You remember how that movie was that god awful crap abomination that's a ripoff of other successful animated films? You know how that was originally supposed to come out in August? They changed it. It's coming out 3 weeks after Spider-Man Homecoming.
Wait, what?
They-
Could you say that again? I was looking at the emotes.
No, it's okay. I said the Emoji movie. It was originally supposed to come out in August, but they changed the dates. They're
There's
going to
actually an
release
emoji movie.
Yeah, the Emoji movie. They're going to release the Emoji movie 3 weeks after Spider-Man Homecoming comes out. Sony, you fucked yourselves. Why would you do that?
Well, I'm making an emoji movie to begin with.
Yeah, that's my fault.
I mean, that's why I was like,
Everyone
doing
knows the
suicide
movie's
thing
gonna
right there.
fail. It's oh god. And why did you have to drag Patrick fucking Stewart into your god awful movie? Patrick Stewart went, and it's not even Patrick Stewart's fault. They were that fucking desperate to get some.
9, Mr. Crusher.
He went from being Xavier and Logan to a talking piece of shit.
He's the poop emoji.
Yes, he's the poop emoji. They literally have fucked over my favorite actor. How
kinda
could
funny,
you
isn't it,
fucking
though?
do that? What next? Are you gonna make a movie about
Got a
couches?
Shakespearean, friggin' old school actor that has been in the game.
Would that
for
make him a Shakespearean
years.
actor?
He is. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He
He
is
used
an
to do Shakespeare.
Yeah, he did. He's a Shakespearean
On
actor.
theater.
He's
He is
done. Sorry, go ahead.
He's old school. Like he's the
Yeah,
cream
he
of
is.
acting crop, and he's a walking, talking piece of shit in a movie.
Yeah, exactly. You took the.
It's kind of funny though if you think about it, because it's going to be all
Exactly.
He's still a piece of shit and all that.
Exactly.
But yeah, it is kind of tarnishing his career.
All right.
His last days. Remember when Sean Connery did The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Oh yes.
Well, it's worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just.
Oh, yeah.
They took the greatest Shakespearean experienced actor who is an Oscar caliber actor, and they
Ian
put
McKellen
him.
was too.
They put him in a. Oh my god.
It's okay. He'll survive.
It's
just stupid.
Hold
It's
on,
just
I'll be
stupid.
right back.
Okay. Go take a poop emoji.
What do you mean go take a Patrick Stewart?
Go take a Patrick Stewart.
I'm sorry. No disrespect to Patrick Stewart. He's great. I just thought I saw the opportunity for that joke.
Oh, you had to, man. If you didn't do it and I thought of it, I would have stolen it. Oh my god. Go take a Patrick Stewart.
Your reaction to that was amazing.
It rolls right off the tongue. You're a genius. Oh my god.
I wouldn't go that far.
You're a genius. No. This is one of those times where genius is the first thing. Oh my god. I'm gonna say that from now on. Like, hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a Patrick Stewart.
Oh, Kira's using that.
I better hurry. I got a Patrick Stewart poking out. Oh my God, you ruined me.
Okay, I'm back. I had to get out. I just got a phone call, and I also had to get out my frustrations on what.
Also,
Sony
you're not
has
blue
done.
anymore.
Yeah. So
You're
holy
not blue.
shit! Thank you.
Abba-da.
Oh, thank God.
By the
Did you
way,
go take a Patrick Stewart? He just.
I don't think he heard you.
I heard that you're taking a Patrick Stewart.
Turkey head. No, Patrick Stewart. The Patrick
See,
Stewart
dang.
poking out.
Oh God! Every time anybody takes a crap, they're gonna be like, "Oh look, I took a Patrick Stewart."
Oh God, is that going to become a meme now?
Please, everyone, make that a goddamn meme. If you're in the chat, make it a meme. Credit us. Boom.
Please.
We copyright it.
If you
we
guys take
copyright
anything from this podcast,
That is
please
the greatest thing to come out.
start. I gotta go take a Patrick Stewart. Just do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Hey
Go into every
guys,
chat room,
I just had
every
diarrhea,
YouTube comment.
Patrick Stewart.
I gotta take a Patrick Stewart. And
What would a diarrhea Patrick Stewart look like?
well,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow, we got way off topic.
But all
so
serious,
I gotta take a Patrick Stewart.
in all seriousness, I say don't force it to become a meme. If you try and make something a meme, it just
No.
It's
Like,
gonna be on
I
t-shirts.
would. Okay, Patrick Stewart is an amazing actor. He doesn't deserve to become a crap meme. If I ever meet Patrick Stewart, I swear, if somebody in front of me says, "Hey, did you know I took a U today?"
I can't fucking.
Or if somebody asks him to autograph the poop emoji, it's just like, "Could you autograph this?"
Okay, Chad. So just in case you don't know, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Patrick Stewart voice acting the poop emoji in the Emoji Movie.
Okay, Kara just brought this up in the chat. We've got like way too off topic.
And your only mate said, now people are going to start saying, I got to go take a Patrick Stewart. And it kills me.
We may have gone really off topic, but this might be one of the best moments we've
Yes,
ever
it
had in
is.
the podcast.
This is one of the best. I'm glad we're live right now.
I wish we had somebody animate this.
I can get on.
something.
I'll see what I can do about that. But well, if it makes to make it even worse,
Adventure.
guess what? I took a painful Patrick Stewart 6 times yesterday.
Oh, God. Should we-
I was constipated, but the Patrick Stewart came out all right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God.
Poor Patrick Stewart. I love you, man. If you ever watch this, I'm so sorry.
Duo, why did Duo not have to be here for this? Duo would try so hard to get us on topic.
Okay.
I'm trying to get back on topic.
Okay.
Now that we got that Patrick Stewart shit out of the way. I was trying.
Oh God! Oh God!
I just had to say shit.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing right now. Okay, can I mention this one last thing about this? I just had an image, a meme of my head of Nicolas Cage voicing an emoji, and he's talking to Patrick Stewart. Hey Pat. Hey Patrick, did you wash your hands?
Richard, we got here in the chat saying, "Stop trying to make my lungs hurt."
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Richard's dying.
Oh
Get
God.
that Patrick Stewart out of your system.
I got it.
Okay.
Back on top. What were we talking about again?
Spider-Man.
Oh.
That's what we're meant to be talking about.
Okay, well,
Spooderman.
we pretty much talked about how Sony are fuck-ups, they're idiots, they should not even be running, and how we hope that their company dies so they can lose the rights.
Galvatrex actually did say Sony needs to die.
Well, I don't say the people, their company, I say needs to die. They need to, if
Yeah,
it
the
would
company, not the people.
No. We're not like that. We want their company and their film division to die so they can lose the rights to Spider-Man.
Just the film side.
Yes.
Like, the PlayStation
PS4
part, that's okay.
Yes, and go out and buy PS4s.
Making like TVs and other electronics.
Yes, go buy
That's
a Sony.
absolutely fine.
Yes,
But
go buy a
making
PS4.
superhero movies. No.
Look here.
No.
I just brought a
None
Sony
of that.
game. Look at this. I just brought a
Shame
Sony
on
game.
you.
Please, everyone, go buy Sony games and PlayStation 4s and all that. Okay.
Also, are we ever going to get Miles Morales in a movie?
I was just gonna say we are getting Miles Morales in a movie.
Well, you did just put in the chat, I need a movie ASAP.
Yeah, Miles Morales is getting an animated film that's coming out next year, and it's going to be directed by the two guys who made the Lego movie and who are making the Han Solo movie.
I actually have wondered if, like, Marvel Studios, like, eventually, it's sad to think about, but we know Tom Holland's contract is going to run out one day.
Tom Holland said he'll keep playing Spider-Man until he's like, I think in his 40s or 50s. I don't know.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, but so he's determined to keep playing, but the contract is the one thing that's keeping him because God forbid. Oh, well, also too, this is something I forgot to mention too. This is the bad news. If Sony decides to not renew the contract because of the money they've made from Spider-Man being in Avengers Infinity War and Homecoming, guess what? They take Tom Holland with them. Marvel doesn't keep him. Sony
Boo.
Tom Holland. Oh my God!
Wait, what?
Oh God!
Did I miss something?
Oh God, Jeremy!
He doesn't see it.
Oh God, more! I'm sorry.
For fuck's sake.
Spectral Star! God damn it! You're only made. Look at the fucking picture he has. Oh God! Spectral Star, you're gonna give me a goddamn heart attack.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh God.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, I'm good now.
Oh God.
I'm okay.
Oh God.
Woo!
Oh God. Oh God, I'm gonna be sore tonight. Anyway.
I'm gonna be sore tonight.
What I was trying to say was, so Miles Morales is getting an animated feature next year, and it's going to be awesome. But the bad news is we don't know if Spider-Man's going to be in it, which is also kind of bullshit because Miles Morales, Spider-Man, he pretty much becomes Spider-Man after, spoiler alert, his Peter Parker dies as Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah, so oh, and did I also forget to mention that speaking of Miles Morales and past Spider-Gwen, did I forget to mention that Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen are a couple?
Wow.
So everyone's accusing Miles of stealing Peter's girlfriend. It's just like, it's an alternate reality, Gwen Stacy. And it's just like, everybody hates Miles Morales for some reason. Like, he's so underrated as Spider-Man.
I don't see a reason to hate him.
Right? Everyone always has this bullshit reason. Oh, he took Spider-Man's powers. He took his identity, and now he's taking his girlfriend. It's just like, get a life, nerds. But yeah. So after that, I just think Sony just needs to go away. Just go away, Sony. Go. God. Sorry. God dang it.
What the fuck's sake, Richard?
Anyway, so now that we're done talking about Sony, is there anything else we should talk about before Spectral Star kills me? Because of that. Okay, Spectral Star, please stop. You are going to kill me. Oh my God. My God, Spectral Star, stop. Oh my God, you're gonna kill my lungs, man. So your only mate. Is there anything else we should talk about Spider-Man before we end off?
Nothing I can immediately think of.
Oh, wait a minute. So what about Spider-Man games or animated series, like all that?
Well, I've mainly played Spider-Man 2 on PS2.
I played the old PlayStation 1 ones, and
I think
one or
I
two of
played
them
that as well, where you could just swing into flip your web into like the sky and still swing around.
Yeah, like you were just basically leaping off everything.
Screw you,
Or,
physics.
well, nothing at all. Like, what's he clinging to? Like, I remember them because there was like a Carnage version of somebody. I think it
Yeah,
might have
wasn't-
been Doc Octopus in one of them. Like, it was
Oh yeah, that's when
Carnage Doc Ock.
Yeah,
and you
that
had
was
to like
Ultimate-
run from
It was
him because
Ultimate
he was so strong.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It was Ultimate Spider-Man. But yeah. Also, too, there was one of the games where Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099 crossed over.
Yeah, I never played that for some reason.
It was pretty good. You know, I mean, there's a lot of Spider-Man games that everybody would like. I would personally recommend what Spectral Star said, Ultimate Spider-Man. I would recommend Spider-Man 2. I would recommend Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions and Spider-Man Edge of Time. Those are pretty good.
My brother actually got the Spider-Man free video game for
Oh
the
God,
PS3. I'd give it a go. I just didn't enjoy it that much.
It was god awful, man.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
It is. It's pretty bad.
But
I think we're all
what
lost.
about
Oh, sorry.
we were talking about the games, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first two on PlayStation had narrations from Stan Lee, which were really awesome. Like, he would always open it up, "Hello, my friendly neighborhood web crawlers," or something like that. You know, it's always kind of nice to hear his voice. And they stopped doing those after so long, so
Sorry. It's all right.
that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about, you know, the thing that's coming up on Wednesday?
Which thing that's coming up Wednesday?
Well,
You know, the
why do you think
the,
we've got things to talk about?
Yeah, that.
Well, Monday for me and Richard.
Boom.
Yeah.
Bump it, man. Bump it. You're only mate. There we go. Spectral Star will hopefully become a first member soon. We'll even start a Kickstarter so he can get the appropriate funds to do it.
Kickstarter.
Yeah, so since you all had to see us go off topic and we pretty much killed your Luns, we apologize for that. I haven't killed everyone's Luns since my Nicolas Cage impersonation, which I will not do. We should probably talk about what's on everyone's minds right now, aside from what Spectral Star keeps flashing.
Is it the same one?
Oh God, yes, it is.
I keep changing it, and it never updates it.
Oh, that's weird. Anyway, so pretty much, okay, so pretty much there's the death battle. 18 versus Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we've all took time on this. I've done predictions. Our friend Jeru is going to post his prediction tomorrow. Our friend Duo Dreamer has posted his prediction. We've all made predictions about this. We've all talked about this. And we're afraid to say who we know is going to win because DBZ fans are going to kill us. But I'm ready to say that come get me. So yeah,
Come get me.
I'm just saying this right now. Come get me, because I know for a fact that Captain Marvel's going to win.
Well, duh, everybody knows.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this now. I've known Android 18 for like well over a decade at this point. Ever since I was so young, like a wee little lad or whatever.
You stole that from Spectral Star.
That was Riz, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
that's right. That was
Own your reactor quotes.
Shut up.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
So I know all about 18. I look into Captain Marvel for a couple of minutes. I think Captain Marvel's going to win.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, me too. They could at least wait until the tournament arc is over, but you know, let's kill her now. Get her out of the way.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Everybody's been complaining about that. It's kind of a shame.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think Death Battle has anything against DBZ characters. I think
No.
people ask for impossible matchups for DBZ characters to win.
Personally, to me, I think we all wanted Captain Marvel to fight someone else, like Supergirl
Yeah.
or Wonder Woman, not Android 18.
This is going to be a 2D one, right?
Yeah, it'll be animated
It's animated by Zach.
Zach Attack.
I hate how they've stopped doing the 3Ds after every 2D one. I kind of hate that.
Well, I mean, Tori's been working on the next 3D one for 4 months now. Yeah, so, well, I mean,
It is kind of good. The quality gets upped. I guess.
Yeah, so the more time Tori spends working on the 3D, the more better the quality looks, like the actual animation. So we don't know. That's, I think, the one thing your only mate's looking forward to at the end of 18 versus Marvel.
No, I'm still looking forward to the fight. Because
no, you are, but you
animation.
Exactly.
I love Zach's animation so much. It's amazing.
I would love to see Android 18 win. Like,
I know, me too.
the underdog, you know? They always have the underdog.
Everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, but there is just, I'm sorry, I've talked about this. I've debated.
I never really cared much about Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel or whatever you want to call
her. I like her. I mean, she was awesome in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers cartoon.
I'm sure she's cool. I just,
Yeah,
well,
I
we'll find out about her in just a few days.
2 days, to be precise.
Well, that's for me and you, Richard. He has to wait until Wednesday.
I know.
This is another, like, Sonya versus Cammy to me.
Oh, well, here's the reason they're fighting, because a lot of people want to know why the hell is 18 and Captain Marvel
Ben explained that on the Death Battle cast.
Okay.
What did he say? Because I'd love to hear it.
It's basically something to do with them having, like, pretty similar powers. Like, they both fly at really high speeds, both super strong, both blast energy, and all that stuff.
Well, one of them absorbs.
I can't remember exactly what he said.
Both are blonde. One can absorb energy.
I mean, aside from that.
Yeah. They both are on teams where they're both on teams, and they both have bested their male teammates in one way or another. Like, of course, 18 beat both Vegeta and Trunks, and she has, beat Krillin.
So it's a feminism thing?
No. Like, and Captain Marvel.
That's what it sounds like.
Captain Marvel has beaten.
Yang just brought something up in the chat. Both are hot.
Well, they are. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I love blondes.
Blondes are kind of my
everything.
weakness. Blondes are my kryptonite, so I can't deny that.
And Bill just brought up another good point. When do we not go off topic?
Exactly. Yeah. So pretty much, that they don't have, and they were both. Here's something else that makes them ultimately similar. Both were kidnapped and given superpowers, but only one of them were turned in, and both of them had their humanology altered in some way.
Humanology.
Yeah, like they were both altered as humans. Like, okay, 18 became a cyborg, so she's
not an android.
Yes, cyborg. That's a dub mistranslation. That is the stupidest mistranslation the dub ever did, in my opinion.
I kind of always figured it was a cyborg because it had kids.
Yeah, they were. So and Captain Marvel gained an alien brain, and she had their knowledge, and
we should have had Chi-Chi versus Lois Lane. That would have been a good one.
I have been waiting for that for so long. All I gotta say is,
really? Did you guys know the voice actor of Chi-Chi actually requested Chi-Chi versus Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I did. I did know. Yeah,
it was at an SGC. They were asked, so who would you put your character up against? And she said, 18 versus Wonder Woman. I think I can take her.
This does bring up a good point.
What?
These characters have never stopped training in Dragon Ball Super. According to Dragon Ball Super, they've never stopped training.
Yeah.
So no telling how strong Chi-Chi could be by now. She could be a lot stronger than she was to begin with. So maybe she could fight Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Master Roshi fought Super Saiyan Blue Goku.
Well, no,
that
was Android 17. That was Android 17 and 18 who fought Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But
when
Master Roshi did too, he was under a spell, but he did fight him.
Yeah, he did fight him, but I wouldn't even call it. Well, at this point, Akira Toriyama has kind of made everybody on Super Saiyan Blue's power, because Super Saiyan Blue.
Goku's back. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Goku.
Well, his Super Saiyan Blue is about perfect ki control. So, but here's the strangest thing, because people will bring this up about 18, is that 18, because she was able to kick Goku's Kamehameha Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha way, that automatically means she's on his level. When one, no, it doesn't, because she didn't kick the beam, she kicked his hand, and secondly, she did that because it wasn't targeted towards her. It was
The song said Krillin.
Yeah, and she
Goku would never kill Krillin.
No, it was a sparring match, but 18.
If he went all out, he'd eradicate all of them.
18 pretty much knew that Krillin couldn't win that fight, so she decided to tag in, help him out, and Goku didn't even want to fight 18. So yeah, and also too, I mean, Goku his Super Saiyan Blue ki control allows him to make his Super Saiyan 1 and 2 and 3 forms stronger. So
I love this tournament arc, by the way. I
Yes,
just want to say this real quick, that I think that them having to use their brains instead of their power most of the time. That just
so it's not about power.
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z early.
Yeah, so it's not about, this tournament isn't about power. It's about, working together as a team and bronze and all that. So I agree.
I think that's the most intelligent and smartest decision that Akira Toriyama could have ever done.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes everything more interesting. It's not about power levels.
No, it's not. But here's just the problem. Yeah. 18 has had no power development to make her stronger than, say, Majin Buu. She is strong in her own right.
From what I've heard, it is true.
Yeah, like 18 is she's actually not as 17 is stronger than her right now in the tournament, and so is Gohan.
I love the Team Full Circle. Power levels are bullshit.
Exactly. So I mean, like I said, it makes sense. But to me, it makes sense why Captain Marvel and 18 are kind of fighting.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay, but I agree with Spectral Star and with all of you guys are saying that, yeah, 18 and should have fought someone else because she's going to get destroyed by Captain Marvel.
Or Miss Marvel should have fought somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
not to discredit any character or anything. I just feel like the odds were stacked, and were people asking for this? Because I don't even remember this being asked for.
It wasn't heavily requested, but I mean,
I'm back with better lighting.
Yeah, there you are.
That's completely dark there.
You were turning black and blue there for a minute.
And I'm back with you know what?
Oh God, please! I can't laugh anymore. I literally can't laugh.
It's killed you.
Yeah, it's killed my laugh.
The force out of your body.
Yeah, but
God damn it, Bill.
Well, okay. So, your only mate to answer Spectral Star's question. Has this been requested? Like, has 18 and Captain Marvel?
I haven't really seen them requested that much.
Okay,
honestly.
So, it has been in some smaller areas, but not many people wanted it. Oh God, what happened?
Mark went to take a Patrick Stewart.
Oh God. Oh God.
See what you've done? It's glorious.
Exactly.
Oh, it's glorious.
Oh,
exactly. But anyway, look what I just got in the mail. I just got my Patrick Stewart.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, but
love the kid in that movie.
Oh, I actually spoke to my team leader at work, who's a big comic book fan.
Okay.
About this stuff, Bell. He's actually, well, he doesn't really know anything about DBZ characters, but
of course
he's siding with 18 for some reason.
Well,
I mean, I tried to back up why Captain Marvel is going to win, but he's just for some reason wasn't buying it.
Yeah, well, okay, to say this, like, again, I like 18. We all do. We all like 18. We think she was she was literally the most badass female character we had in Dragon Ball Z. And she gave way to more awesome female characters in Dragon Ball Z. But here's the problem. She was never meant to be as powerful or surpass Goku and Vegeta. Akira Toriyama has said, I know someone's going to bring this up, she can train to get stronger. She does have ki, but as far as we know right now in the story on how this goes, she never surpasses Goku and Vegeta. She doesn't even have the potential to surpass Beerus. Because when 18 goes up against more better fighters that are powerful than herself, like Majin Buu, Cell, and Beerus, she just loses. She was turned into candy. She was sexually assaulted and then absorbed. Or sexually, actually, no, she was raped. Sorry, she was raped and then absorbed.
What?
Yeah, Like,
Sorry, I
okay.
was laughing at something Miles put in the chat.
Okay. Like, okay, remember when Cell first absorbed 18 and you saw her kind of go back in and out, Spectral Star?
Yeah, like he was taking a big old Patrick Stewart.
Fuck's sake.
Oh God. Oh, this meme. What have we done? What have we done? So yeah, and of course she got destroyed by Beerus.
I would consider that more getting eaten alive than rape. I mean, it looks weird and oddly, I guess, sexual to the, you know. I'm just done. I'm done.
I know. I'm looking forward to the fight because the animation from the preview, it looks awesome. It looks like the voice acting is going to be good.
Well, yeah, we've got the same person who's playing 18 in Team 4-Star.
Yeah. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm looking forward to it, and I just can't wait to see how awesome this death battle is, and I can't wait to see who's the next time.
Yeah, me too.
So don't take that the wrong way, folks. We love 18, but
it's a shit matchup.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna bring this up. I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, this is gonna be like Goku versus Superman all over again,"
or any other matchup.
But to be honest, because of the way I see this fight going, like, I don't see it as Goku versus Superman. If anything, I see it more as like Yang versus Tifa.
I would say it. I kind of can agree with Spectral Star too. It's also going to be like Cammy versus Sonya.
Like, mainly because you've got one character who actually gets stronger by taking another character's attacks. In Captain Marvel's case, it was absorbing 18's energy, and in Yang's case, it was just getting hit by Tifa.
It's a good thing
Tifa. That character is going to shut up. So
it's a good thing. Shut up.
This character is just going to get stronger and stronger as the fight goes on. And
you're a frog now. Oh shit, I'm a frog.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
I think it's just going to end like, in my personal opinion, it's probably going to end like Amy versus Ramona. Where like, I think. Except it's not going to be one character gets to go into another world of a character. It's pretty much going to be like they're going to start out even, but then eventually, you know, the more. But see, here's 18's biggest downfall that's going to be in this fight. The more Captain Marvel absorbs her energy, the more energy 18 gives her. That's it. Like, you're basically screwed. Like, so it's pretty much like there's nothing. Like, and I don't want to go.
I've heard of people that Captain Marvel has beaten, or at least held her own against, at the very least, and
she beat Thanos, she beat the Hulk, and she has fought Sentry, and I think she won that too. So she's.
I'm not sure that Yang told me a bunch of that stuff as well, but one thing that I spoke to Jaro about actually. You can actually scale her to Rogue, considering Rogue does have her powers. I mean, a weakened version, but it's still her powers.
Yeah, well, that's also something. Well, Rogue is on.
And at one point with those powers, I think I heard something Jaro told me, Rogue got punched to the moon and survived.
Yeah, well, also, too.
So, yeah, I haven't seen 18 do anything like that.
Well, also,
or survive anything like that.
Here's something else. The one thing I'm going to end on, because I know Death Battle's going to bring this up. In her binary form, Captain Marvel survived and got out of a white hole, which is pretty much like a black hole, but the opposite. You know where a black hole sucks everything in?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I learned that from Yu-Gi-Oh? Of all places.
Huh. You got a point there. So, yeah, guys, I mean, it's kind of obvious Captain Marvel's going to win, and I know everyone's going to be pissed. Like, immediately.
Does the white hole blow everything out?
Huh?
Does the white hole blow everything out, or what? What is the white hole?
Yeah.
So you're telling me it takes Patrick Stewart?
God.
A galactic Patrick Stewart. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I had to try. Okay.
It's all right. It's all right. But yeah, so that whole because Rogue did permanently get her powers, but I think that's been retconned ever since because that was only in the earlier comics of X-Men and the cartoon, the kick-ass '90s cartoon. But ever since then, Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh God, why? So yeah, I'll just say this right now. It's like I said, Captain Marvel's gonna win. Everyone's gonna be pissed.
I actually changed it from
Oh,
the
okay.
Patrick Stewart poop emoji to Tifa standing over Yang with her foot on her back, saying, "You're just too young to beat me, son." Yeah.
Oh God. Shots fired.
I'm just joking.
I know,
Just
but
I wish it did because it would be
Yeah,
fun.
that's just something he fantasizes about every day. He
oh.
lies awake at night.
Anyway, so yeah, so everyone's gonna see
By the way,
wife.
Star, I recommend avoiding a few videos I upload. The Ruby cracks.
Oh man, I'm just joking, dude. I'm really I'm cool with it.
exactly.
I don't really care. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I know. I'm just
a
going
thing.
along with it. But
yeah.
I know, but so yeah, everyone's waifu's gonna die on Wednesday. So I think everybody should probably everyone should take the time right now to get ready to mourn the loss of 18, and don't take it as I can say anything. I can tell people, don't take this as Death Battle hates Dragon Ball Z characters. Just don't.
aside from Vegeta and Hercule,
Exactly.
Yeah.
or are they
Who
not
does
Dragon
this?
Ball characters?
I just think this is going to be a kick-ass fight. I know everyone's going to complain. Like, it's undeniable. But, well,
If they ever have one with Krillin in it, I guarantee Krillin will live. He will win.
Ben actually did comment on a matchup. There was a battle royale between Krillin, Tien, and Yamcha, saying he likes the idea.
yeah.
Well, Krillin. Yeah. Well, I mean, Tien's pretty strong now too, isn't he? He's strong enough to hold back Cell in his second.
I'd honestly laugh
not
so hard
really.
if Yamcha
Tien
ends up winning.
as Master Roshi and Krillin are actually stronger than Tien. So.
Well, Krillin couldn't hold back like stage 2 Cell though.
Yeah, I
Tien
know.
did, but he did almost die.
Yeah.
That is true. He used all of his energy to do it.
Yeah, Tien. I love Tien. Tien is so underrated.
Didn't they used to say back in the day that every time you use the tri-beam that you lose like 5 years of your life or something?
It takes a lot of energy out of you. Yeah, like he's basically
your life
losing.
force or something.
He's losing his life.
Although
force.
if Tien wins with that, the last thing he has to say when blasting either Krillin or Yamcha with it is, "Go fuck yourself."
That are just fuck power levels.
That too.
Yeah, and fuck you. But yeah, so there you go, guys. There's our opinions on Marvel versus 18. Again, as I constantly keep saying, don't take that as to think we hate 18 or anything else because Patrick Stewart turd emoji said so.
What's up, brothers? Patrick Stewart turd emoji here. You better fucking listen to these guys. They know what they're talking about. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Yeah, so just enjoy the fight when it comes out. That's all we're asking.
I know I will. It's animated by Zach.
Movie.
Yeah, and the voice acting looks fucking kick-ass. So, just enjoy it. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up a conclusion to our long-awaited Spider-Man podcast. Because, like I said, we haven't done a podcast in months, and I'm so happy.
We've done pre-recorded ones.
Those don't.
Yay! I didn't have to edit this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay,
Well, you do
editing
have to make the
sucks.
thumbnail.
Oh, do I?
I hate editing.
We need a thumbnail. We don't got one.
We need a thumbnail. Okay.
Okay,
This
let me
comes
put it
out of
like
the
this.
sky like Team America.
Yeah.
Lands on the ground like the Power Sword.
Yeah, if we don't have a thumbnail for this, we're just gonna use this Patrick Stewart poop emoji.
Hold on, I'm working on it.
Okay, thank you.
2 hours of taking a Patrick Stewart.
That was a long Patrick Stewart.
You better go to the fucking doctor.
With
Why do I
great
feel
power.
like this is going to become like Cars? By the way, I got us the thumbnail.
With many tacos comes many Patrick Stewarts.
Exactly. No. With great power comes great Patrick Stewarts. Sorry, your only mate. What were you trying to say?
I got us the thumbnail.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah,
I could have done it if you wanted me to.
Bill made one for the thumbnail of Yang's trailer.
yeah, I saw that, but oh God. This was fun, guys. Holy shit. This was our best return podcast. I'm so happy we did and like I said, we're back, by the way. We're
We didn't really leave. We were just doing
Oh, no, we were
pre-recorded
just on-
ones.
Yeah, we were just on break, kind of.
Who is Rick Sanchez? Mr. Miles Morales? Morales?
Wait, did
Miles
he say
Morales?
who's Rick Sanchez?
Yeah, who is Rick Sanchez?
From Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Dirty Sanchez joke or something.
Oh,
I did not know that.
Spectrostar has never seen Rick and Morty. We must make him watch it.
It's on
My
Netflix.
ex-girlfriend wanted me to watch it, but
It's on Hulu too.
I don't listen to her, so
No, it's all right. It's all right. But thank you guys so much. Oh wait, I forgot one thing we forgot to mention about Spider-Man. What was our favorite Stan Lee cameo in the Spider-Man movies? Because we haven't seen his cameo in Homecoming. We did see him.
They didn't ruin that.
Well, they did show Stan Lee in a little promo for the NBA Finals with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's running to get to Tony Stark's NBA Finals party, and he gets snacks, and he has to go. And Stan Lee's right there, and he says, "I think I know that guy. Zip it, Stan Lee."
Zip it?
Yeah,
Well,
like
from the
Deadpool.
trailer for Deadpool 2.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
I
But
need to watch that, apparently.
no, it's okay. I'll send it to you. But yeah, so what was your guys' favorite Stan Lee cameo? Because again, we haven't seen it in Spider-Man.
Gonna
Homecoming.
have to go with either Amazing Spider-Man 1, where he's
yes.
just listening to music and there's a massive fight going on behind him. He almost gets
Yes.
killed
Yeah,
and just walks out, just not knowing what the hell's happened.
and then he
The
walks
library
away,
is destroyed.
and the Avengers turns out broke his
Wait,
library.
we're just talking about in Spider-Man movies, right?
Yeah, in the 5 Spider-Man movies that we have, which was your favorite cameo?
Yeah, so it's either that or in Spider-Man 3, where he just looks at Peter Parker and says, I guess one man can make a difference.
That's a good thing
That's
about
sad.
Spider-Man. That was the best part about Spider-Man 3. There you go. My favorite is the Amazing Spider-Man 1, obviously, and from Spider-Man 1, where he actually saves people from that falling building that the Green Goblin and Spider-Man fight in.
That's my favorite, too.
Yeah, because that shows that if Stan Lee wanted to, he could be Spider-Man. And remember, in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game, you can actually play as Stan Lee Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Got to watch out for that Stanley grip strength, man. He could just toss you right through a building.
Stan Lee versus Patrick Stewart for a death battle. Let's do it. Oh, God.
He just ends up going to the bathroom and defeating him.
I'll be right back. Excelsior!
Excelsior! Oh.
I'm sorry, I just got back from taking a huge
So-
U. So, Spectrostar, all seriousness, what was your favorite Stanley cameo in the 5 Spider-Man movies?
It was the one you just mentioned, the one where he pulled the chick out from the falling rubble.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I can't really remember half of them because I'm old.
No,
I'm old.
we're all
old.
Well, I know your only mate's going to say we're not, but I consider myself old because
You guys are like, what, 21?
yeah.
Yeah, y'all are old.
Yeah,
Real
Dual
old.
Dreamer is gonna say he's really old because he's like he's in his late 30s. So we're all.
How old do you guys think I am?
When last year we
Okay,
thought you were-
everyone in the chat, try and guess Star's age.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We always thought that you were in your late 20s, Star.
Really?
We did. We thought you were older.
Thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
handsome, magnificent bastard. Thank you.
You're
Oh.
welcome.
God,
Well, it's probably your hair. Your hair makes you look younger.
you're a beautiful man. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh. You're both beautiful.
Thank you. Love you too.
God. Handsome sons. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, guys. So that was it. That was Spider-Man.
I love Billy Bob. A 230. There you go. 230.
Yeah. This was our best podcast. I gotta say this right now. I had so much fun with this.
34. Jesus.
Yeah.
31. 31, everybody. 31.
Yeah. My
But
goodness.
damn, I look good for 31. Oh my God, do I?
Oh man, this was fun. This was just amazing. I'm happy we're back doing these, and if our next one is not as good as this, I won't be surprised because this will probably go down in history.
Are we announcing that?
Oh, right. So we will be having another podcast come up soon. We're gonna try and do the DC podcast.
Potentially a pre-recorded one if what I think is coming actually ends up happening.
Well, Spectrostar still has to send us his list, so give him time on that.
What's my list?
No, that's in August, remember?
Yeah, the Death Battle Season 2 list, right? Your only mate?
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
happening in August.
Because in 2 months from now, Spectrostar, it's our 1-year anniversary!
Let there be cake!
Oh, okay.
We'll officially have been doing this for 1 year. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Already. Here's the announcements for podcasts we're doing. We're going to be doing the DC podcast hopefully soon. We don't know when. We're going to be doing let's see. We're in August. We are going to do a death battle thing to celebrate our 1-year anniversary because that's where it all started. And of course, it's naturally what people know us for. And we are going to try and have some podcast in July. Again, I don't know yet, but we will try and get those out to you. It's just we need time to work on them and decide, okay, when are we going to do this? So don't worry, guys. Podcasts are coming. We thank you all for your patience, all of you for being patient with us, getting this well organized. And we had a lot of fun doing this. Like, it's hard to believe. Yeah, it's like I said, this, in my opinion, will be our best one because of just the three of us alone.
I thought you were going to say just because of that.
No. And Patrick Stewart also agrees with us on that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this. We had a lot of fun, and I'm happy. This was like the highlight of the day for me. So I guess now we should pretty much sign off and just say thank you.
Did we actually plan to only go for an hour?
Yeah, I know. Crazy how that happens.
How many hours? 6?
Just one.
32? All right, gotcha. 32 hours. That's how long we stream, people.
I know.
32 hours long.
Well, we're just happy, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you had fun. We can't wait to see you for the next podcast. I apologize if I sound like a broken record right now.
Are we actually going to announce what the one in July is?
Oh, God, look at that. Oh, you didn't see. The one in July, it's that, what Spectrostar just showed. That's what we're going to be talking about. Oh, God. We love Spectrostar so much. Oh, God. The one in July, that's a good question. I think maybe we should take a vote on that because I think we should probably talk about Toy Story in July. I don't know. What's up? We shall see, guys. We don't know. But all I can tell you is our next few podcasts these next couple of months are going to be awesome.
And if something gets announced that I really hope gets announced, then another pre-recorded one may come.
Yes, another pre-recorded one may come. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching us. Have a good day, and tell them this is Richard Core Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you all, and I'll see you for the next one. Oh,
I'm waiting for him. So
me? Okay. I'm Patrick Stewart, and this has been the
This is going to become like the new Cars thing.
Yes, it is. Don't ruin it for us.
Seriously. Guys, thanks for coming out. I'm Spectrostar. I hope you come back for the next one. It's been a pleasure. I love talking to you guys in chat. Oh, yeah. And, this thing. Okay. Now we're good. We're good now. Contract signed.
Yep.
All right. I'm your only May. I'll be doing some stuff here and there, and I'll see you on the next podcast or whatever.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we're going to go take some Patrick Stewart's. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.